Defender Jacob Italiano has been ruled out of tomorrow's final World Cup group stage clash with Paraguay due to an adductor injury. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, got a smash look out from Mount Barker's on the freeway to the Bald Hills Road ramp. Big delays outbound through there at the moment. More delays outbound at Broadview. That's due to a burst water item today. Hampstead Road near Muller Road and West Lakes Urgent Sewer Works. Fred Road near Lockside Drive. Busy Fullerton Road at the Britannia Roundabout with the camera Gordon Road, Virginia this summer. Don't just get your tax done, get your backyard done with Australian Outdoor Living's EOFY sale. It's final days. Don't miss out. Visit australianoutdoorliving.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota forklift advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy this afternoon, partly cloudy tomorrow 16, Saturday partly cloudy 17, Sunday also 17. Right now it is 15 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Rackless. Tonight, bird flu fallout, what it means for you, our wildlife and the poultry industry. Calls for a licence change that could affect SA learner drivers. The controversial dashcam feature that's blacked out after a 9 years investigation. Plus, we'll be live with who's in and who's out for Showdown 60. 9 News, your news. 9th at 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Coming up under 24 hours from our Socceroos' third and final group game, Lucas Ronaldo joins us from San Francisco. We build up to Showdown 60 on team selection night with Riley O'Brien and Mick Godden. Plus, where are they now with Simon Tregenza?
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, thanks, Sammy. Thursday night, it is selection night. Wear your high vis, your loud socks, and get plenty of kicks during circle work. Rowey, welcome.
I like that.
Selection issues, mate, they're contrasting for both our clubs, aren't they?
Well, I think we'll have one, but I reckon you've got news on Port.
Well,
it's more than a handful.
Yeah, I think we're going to have quite a few by the looks of it. So,
God.
a different kettle of fish, though. You're trying to squeeze, players that are in form back in and
right.
Trying to keep guys that are in form in. It's a difficult one there. Port are going well. We've had people underperforming, and we probably haven't anybody really smashing the door down who we're going to bring in. So
and patience is worn thin, and
potentially, potentially there. But yeah, do you remember doing all those things?
I do
on Thursday night.
The old circle work. Oh,
yeah,
God, I used to hate it.
Yeah. Oh, look, it wasn't great, but it was a nice way of warming up sometimes. And Thursday nights were exciting because you run on top of the ground because you're feeling a bit better from all the knocks and bruises you had during the weekend, and then you're up and about because you want to get selected. But wear a pair of loud socks or something to be noticed, and use plenty of voice and get yourself selected.
Well, in the late 80s, I couldn't wait to get to the Kent Town Hotel and see Jeff and John and get a tinny into me, which isn't good.
That's not good. That's not good for a professional footballer. Well, semi.
Well, we were semi.
Yeah.
We were semi.
Semi, correct.
Like I said, Thursday was always my best night.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting one.
My best night. Loved it. You're in the team. You're fit. You're confident. You haven't won. You haven't lost. You haven't kicked a goal. You haven't stuffed it up. And we wouldn't get drunk. We just have a couple of little quieties.
I was just about to say, everybody had different routines, and I was just one that couldn't possibly. I used to think, I need every single thing going for me, so I can't take any risks.
You know,
so I've got to be. And so Sunday night used to be my last night. We'd go and watch a band at Lenny's or something like that, and that'd be my last night on the drink. That'd be it, and then discipline all the way through till we get to Saturday night, and now off we go again.
Well, we used to sneak sometimes out to the Botanic on a Monday night because that was when the nurses used to knock off.
Well, and you sound like you had a bit of a routine going.
Well, that was nurse night.
Gee whiz. This is terrible. There was Charlie. There is a difference.
My Nord mates will be texting me now. Shut up.
It sounds like you're falling on a sword there.
Yeah, fair cool.
But interestingly enough, everybody did have a different. And it was funny when Tim Evans got into the AFL Hall of Fame just recently. I remember talking to him, and he was saying that every Friday night he used to have 2 or 3 stubbies with his dinner, and it just settled him.
A lot of people did.
Got rid of some nerves, and he just would go to bed feeling peaceful. And I used to think, how can you do that? But everybody was different, and everybody had a different routine. So Didn't affect him, that's for sure. 1,040-odd goals later.
I think you got to run your own race. What works for you works for you, but might not work for someone else.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. So I just used to go on the side of caution.
Done.
That's why I never took up cigarettes either, because I did hear they stunt your growth.
Well, you already
had one puff. Look what happened. Should have been 6'7". See the dangers.
I think it served you well. Over 300 games and 7 flags. I think
nearly
if you had your time again, you'd have the same discipline,
Do
mate.
exactly
so well done.
We've got a terrific day. We're about 19 hours away from kick-off when the Socceroos get into it. We'll have Lucas Ronaldo to give us a report from over there after 5. But Coach Tony Popovic, it's really come down to this game, and I thought it might, and here he is. He's excited about the opportunity.
To be in this position, third game in our hands to go through, it's a great position to be in.
It's a great position to be in. I think it's more so a great position to just take hold of. Don't go defensive.
Please don't
be on the back foot. Don't sort of say, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Take it over.
If they start with pretty much the same team as that second half,
a team that's going to get some scores on the board.
I'm nervous yet anxious, but excited, all in one. And I'm just wondering how many people are taking the morning off and watching? How many are not going to work tomorrow? How many bosses have said, remember the Melbourne Cup's on? Your boss should get the telly ready. Listen, at 2:30, the telly's on.
Chicken and salad, bit of champers.
All that. I wonder how many people out there are doing that. How many bosses are saying, no, get stuff, get your head down. You don't even talk soccer, so button up. Yeah. Or how many going like we are here at Nova? No, have the morning off.
11:30, spread on.
Well, rather than perhaps have people, sneaking a look on their phones, put it up on the screen and sort of work in between.
But see, at least the Melbourne Cup goes for 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes.
I mean, this is 90-odd minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if it's on and you're sort of able to chip away.
Down.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing that I'd say to my workers. If you legitimately are supporting the Socceroos, well then, or you're Paraguayan, if that's what they are, well then you can watch it. If you're not, get back to work.
Okay.
Well, I had an interesting fact about
we're all
Paraguay.
Socceroos, aren't we?
Yeah. Hey, there's only 7 million people there, so we're 3 times their population. We should flog them, shouldn't we?
4 now.
Yeah.
We've got 28 mil now.
We're not favourites, though.
This is
we're not.
I typed in fun fact about Paraguay. It's a South American country. It's landlocked by Argentina, Brazil and Bolivia. Like it's fair smack.
And fair
smack in the middle of...
football nations, those ones.
Well, they are, but they're right smack in the middle. They have a navy. Well, how ridiculous is that?
What do they do? Park it over in Argentina.
Why would you waste money on a navy when you're surrounded by land? That is the most dumbest, ridiculous thing I've ever seen and heard in my life.
Go with the army, I reckon. Yeah, stick with the army.
So.
Imagine if you signed up too for the Navy.
Or do what Trumpy did and just build a big fence around the joint.
Well,
no, that was weird.
Nice fun fact, though. Liked it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did like it. Thank you very much.
A Navy.
We've got some injury concerns. Lecky definitely out with a hammy, and Jacob Italiano. Here's Tony Popovic on that.
A ductor injury, we don't know the extent of it as yet. We'll do some further tests in the coming days, but he won't be available for this game.
Good. I'd have both of them out.
Well, I think more so it's just exciting that we can perhaps put that starting lineup that we want to attack. That's what it's about. Let's attack. Now, Paul O'Connor, the assistant coach, of course, he is loving the support they're getting from back home. He's feeling the love.
Back home, we're aware of the support and we feel truly privileged to be here representing every one of those people that have tuned in so far. And we sincerely hope that we can bring more joy to everyone.
Yes,
I hope so too.
I think he's right. Like you said, it's an amazing eruption when it happens, and let's hope we get a few of those tomorrow. Brazil won 3-0. They're going through. Mexico 3-0. I think actually Canada and USA are in a good position to go through as well. So the host nations will.
Canada are in, so USA. Yeah.
Correct. Now, there's already a game decided for the round of 32 because South Africa did this.
It's fallen once again to Masako! And this time it sticks! Chance after chance after chance! And now the goal, and just look at the celebrations for South Africa.
She's a good commentator. I've heard her do a few games. Well, I don't mind her.
Yeah, that's an exciting win because, well, one, it actually is not great for us if we draw this game or fall into that best of third place. We don't want to fall in. That's why we've got to take our destiny in our own hands, I reckon. That's the way I feel.
There's no such thing in Australia as squeaky bum time. We attack. We love being the underdog. We love getting on the front foot.
What's the coat of arms? What's the coat of arms?
An emu and a kangaroo.
And why?
Well, because we eat them.
Neither one takes a back step.
That's it.
Can't go backwards, those two.
I did not. What?
You knew that.
Yeah, I did, I think.
You knew that.
Just trying to make Timmy look good.
No, well,
I reckon if you kick the kangaroo in the guts, he'd take a backward step.
No, he wouldn't. No way. They can only go forward.
That's good, isn't it?
It's a truth. Well, look at that tail. As if they could go backwards on that.
Yeah. But what's the emu's problem? What is he?
Oh, he's got an attitude.
It's a good attitude.
He's got a really bad attitude, that emu. Love it. Oh, dear. We did mention Showdown 60 and the Crows and Port selections. Here is Alex Neil-Bullen on Channel 10, just with some of their ins and outs. They got lots.
Oh, there's always a healthy rivalry. I wouldn't say it's a dislike. Yeah, you got to respect what Josh has done with the group this year. We got a taste of their pressure early on in the year, and albeit their win-loss record, I don't think resembles how well of a football side they are.
That's a bit different to 15 goals.
What do you mean? Of course he's going to say that. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, we'll have Godsey on after 5. Oh, no, Port are dangerous. No, they won't. Crows are settled. We know that. Crows are in form. We know that. Their block of 3 since the bye has been great. One change, Worrell out, Nick Murray in. I mean, I feel for Nick Murray.
You
but
do,
Worrell's,
don't you?
They're healthy and hungry. Now, one thing we do know in a showdown, be wary of an undermanned, understrength, desperate Port.
Well,
that's what I will say.
Yeah, I got to say, there is going to be an axe swung because we've had a little cheeky look at the Samful side, and there's lots of names in there that we weren't sort of expecting.
Share them. Can you share them? Is this secret squirrel, or can you name them? Do you want me to name them?
Public yet.
It's not public yet. So we've.
Do you want me to name them then? Because I don't care about that stuff.
You can't do that. No.
What do you mean it's not public?
It's what they call embargoed. So you don't break an embargo. You've got to.
There'll be a lot of changes for Port Adelaide.
There's going to be a lot of changes.
Hang on.
We think anywhere between 4 and 6 changes.
Do we? So it's embargoed to what? 10 to 6.
550. Correct.
Really? All right. Well, I'll throw some names at you. Will Todd Marshall be that embargoed person?
Embargoed to do what?
Are we going to embargo him till 10 to 6? Do you think he should be in the team for this showdown?
Well, I don't think he will be.
Okay.
No.
What about Lukosius?
My understanding is he won't come up.
Okay. That's a pity.
It is. He just doesn't get a start. So let's hope it's not too long anyway. But
so you're saying 5 or 6 changes? You're thinking
maybe 4, between 4 and 6.
4 and 6. That's an axe.
Well, look, there's been we've been down for a while. Even though the Sydney performance was pretty good, there were still people that weren't quite getting it right, and that's going to happen with guys that are under 50 games. That's going to happen. Your form's going to fluctuate and get in a bit of a rut. So, and especially, I feel sorry for the younger ones that are playing those difficult roles, which might be high half forward and the like. So you can get lost there when you're an experienced player, let alone inexperienced. So Corey Durden, he spoke about just having a red-hot dip and trying to create an upset.
There's probably a few that have been writing us off, but I'm keen to crack in. There's a lot of young boys to come in and have a crack. Backs against the wall. I think, in my opinion, you got to swing. So, we're going to go after it.
That's the attitude to have, Corey. Go out and have a decent old crack at it. So,
and I think if Port do that, they could unsettle the Crows. But they'll need to play their 4 best quarters. And the other thing they have to do is take their chances in front of goal.
Well,
end of story. We know you can bring the heat. We know you're good behind the ball. We know you've set up a system of defence. You can keep teams under 80. But can you hit the scoreboard?
Building a foundation, got to be able to execute.
Yeah,
excellent.
I'll agree.
We'll be back soon.
We are going to take a break and next speak to somebody who is very close to one of our stars of our Socceroos, Nesteri Irankunda, a friend who helped drive him to trainings, get him boots and build him towards stardom, Lydia Irankunda. As we speak to her next, it's going to be a great story to digest. And, of course, we want to know about you and what you're doing with the Socceroos tomorrow. Are you watching on from home? Are you going to get a group of friends together, head down to the pub for a Friday, or is it work group? Are you maybe watching on at work and getting together to support our Aussies? Call in 8223 0000 is our number. It's 19 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
It's showdown time again in Adelaide as the two SA clubs go to war. Catch all the action live on 5AA. Thanks to Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years.
Great things begin with the right space. A space to work, a space to store, a space to create. Right now, build the space you've always wanted with Olympic Industries sheds, garages and outdoor storage designed for Australian lifestyles. Visit one of Olympic Industries' inspiration centres today and bring your space to life. Start something with the Olympic Industries sale. On now.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
Look, end of financial year is closing fast, and Glimpse over at Jeps Cross have got 30% off every internal and external window furnishing in their showroom.
How's that? We're talking blinds, shutters, curtains, plantation shutters, awnings. The lot, 30% off right through until June 30. That's a massive saving.
And here's the thing you've got to love. Glimpse is a family-owned South Australian business, and they've been doing this for a long time, so they know you will be in good hands.
Now, here's the great thing. They're more than happy to come out and give you a free measuring quote. They supply and install everything too. So you're dealing with people who know exactly what they're doing every step of the way.
And remember, right now, until June 30th, get a whopping 30% off blinds, shutters, curtains, plantation shutters, awnings. Wow, this is a genuine saving. Jump online and organise your free quote today. Visit GlimpseOz, that's glimpseoz.com.au. That's glimpseoz.com.au.
Hi, this is Mel at ECH. How can I help?
Oh, well, hi there, Mel. It's Jan here. I've just got a letter about support at home and, well, it's a little bit confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing, Jan. We get lots of questions about that. Let's go through it.
Well, I don't even know where to start.
That's okay. ECH has been doing this for more than 60 years. I can explain over the phone, or even visit in person if that makes it easier.
If you have questions about what support at home means for you, ask ECH.
With Let's Get Care, get more control to design your day, get more choice to pick the support that suits you, and get $1,000 more value for your support at home package when you join today. Search Let's Get Care. Ends June 30. New customers only. T's and C's apply.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I know the importance of a home ground advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home ground for Sterling Homes. For over 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home ground advantage today.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
23 minutes after 4, where are they now? With Simon Tregenza coming up at 4:30, Mick Godden from the Crows, and we'll cross to San Francisco. Lucas Ronaldo's on the ground. But as we build up to our Socceroos tomorrow, we want your calls, 8223 0000. How are you watching on tomorrow? And how excited and how confident are you that we can get over Paraguay? Let's check your traffic.
G'day there, Matt Barker, a smash on the freeway to the Bald Hills ramp. Got a few delays through there. Broadview, more delays to the Burst Water Main, Hampstead Road near Muller Road, and West Lakes urgent civil works, Fred Road near Lockside Drive. Slow going South Road, Ellistown, busy Brighton Road, Brighton, with a Cameron Main North Road Blakeview today. Save 20 to 60% off everything store-wide right now at Amart. Plus, shop late night tonight with all stores open until 9 p.m. Hurry into Amart, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Well, as I said, we're only about 19 hours away from the kickoff in San Francisco. Socceroos trying to make history and get through to that round of 32 and keep going. Come on, you Socceroos. One of the guys that will hopefully help us get there is Adelaide's own Nestri Irakunda. And his story, we know, is quite an amazing one, being a humble Tanzanian refugee and coming out to Australia and making his name here in Adelaide. And the lady that helped him along the way is joining us now. and her name is Lydia Irakundo. Hello, Lydia.
Hello.
Lydia, tell us about the first time you put your eyes on Nestory playing this great game.
When the first time I saw Nestory played, and I say, this boy can be a miracle one day.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, he's carried that all the way. But, you know, it's tough in football in this country. It's very expensive. And I know that you yourself helped a lot with not only buying some equipment, but also the transporting of him and his siblings to go to training. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And what a lovely thing to do. Is that because you believed?
I did that because I believe in him that one day he may be a big person in this country, and he may surprise many people.
Yeah, and
that's why I did that.
Yeah, and because you've got a huge heart, Lydia. We've heard a lot about you and the things you've done for not only Nestory, but a lot of people in your area. I want to know, was he a cheeky little fella? Was he a little scallywag?
Yeah, because I remember once he was playing with my friend's kids, and they say this word, oh, even if they come nearby to my kids, they push them, not push them, the wind can push them down. Because he was someone unbelievable, because how he ran, everyone was scared even to go close to him because he was a machine.
Oh, God. Yeah, how good's that? He was only a little fella. Could you see his hunger and drive and his want for greatness, Lydia?
Yes, he was hunger with the ball. Even at home, what activity he was doing, always kick the ball at the backyard. Yeah. Every time. That was his hobby. That was his activity in his mind all the time. Nothing else I saw on him than football.
Yeah, he was born to play, Lydia. We've heard that as well from his coaches and everyone we're speaking to. We're proud of him. I know you are. Where did you watch the first World Cup game against Turkey? And when he scored the goal, give us your emotions. Did you jump out of the seat? How did you go?
Oh, my goodness. Because when I watch him, I just get in 5 minutes and he scored. Because I didn't watch from the beginning. I watched exactly when, before 5 minutes, he scored. And I could not believe first that he scored. I heard kids screaming, and I said, well, what happened? I could not believe myself. I saw, but I was freezing. That's my reaction. I was freezing.
Very well done, Lydia. Now, when you actually first saw him, he was at a community club, and you said, no, I've got to get him to one of the clubs that, I suppose, developed their pathway and into what eventually was Adelaide United. So what made you take him to the Raiders?
Because the club he was playing before was not Federation. You know how Federation, everyone were looking player from Federation. And I said, if he moved to Federation, some people may see him, and then from there, we'll see what happens. That's why I was interested to take him to Federation Club.
Yeah. And
great move.
You're still very close to the family and watch games together?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. You've done a marvellous job, Lydia.
Lydia, now you know, and I know you know, and no one else will hear other than us, is Nestory starting tomorrow versus Paraguay?
You know any secrets?
So. That's my hope, to start him tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But it's better him to start tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you confident that we can get him to get another goal? Can he score tomorrow and put us through to the 32?
I am confident that at the same time I'm scared. I'm nervous and excited then. And I believe, because I remember when I asked him, like, before he went to America, because he came to visit us, and I asked him, how do you feel? And I believe that I was good. I believe that I would do something. So, and the first game when he did, I say, oh, that's his dream come through. So that's why I'm confident even tomorrow that he may get another goal, even two. Yeah.
Lydia, you've got a big, generous heart. We have everybody we speak to about Nestori in this town, they all push their fingers and praise to you out of the kindness of your heart to help that family, and not just Nestori, others. Keep it up, Lydia. We're exactly what you need around our communities. We need more of you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Beautiful stuff there. And a great story too, isn't it? Lydia Irakundo, our guest. To come all that way, but then to spot it and then to assist not only with the finances of trying to, get equipment and the like and fees and all that, but getting
all of that.
Yeah, exactly. So
getting him to the right club is probably as good a move as any.
The pathway.
The federation,
just changed
great
everything.
Story.
Well done, isn't it? It's a great local yarn. It's 4:30, time for headlines. Where are they now? Coming up next.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the news headlines. There are concerns tens of thousands have been killed in 2 monster earthquakes in Venezuela. Health authorities are offering advice for South Australians after the arrival of bird flu. The federal government's tax reforms have passed through Parliament. Despite concerns, the legislation was rushed. And in sport, Sydney Kings assistant coach Andrew Bogut has been fined $9,500 under Code of Conduct policy following interactions with 36ers owner Grant Kelly. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, a couple of big delays to look out for this hour, though. One with a smash at Mount Barker. It's on the freeway near the Bald Hills ramp. Another one at Broadview, quite slow through there. That's due to a burst water main. Hampstead Road near Muller Road. And urgent sewer works getting sorted out at the moment too. This one's at West Lakes, Fred Road near Lockside Drive. But good news, no great delays through there. Camera look out from the drive home, Port Wakefield Road, Jeps Cross. Nominations are now open for the 2027 Australian of the Year Awards. Who inspires you? Nominate now at australianoftheyear.org.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow 16. Right now it's 14 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Interaction our next guest had with a bird on the FIVEAA Peninsula. David Penberthy and Will Goodings. That bird subsequently was determined to have H5 bird flu. It is here.
So, Aaron, tell us about your encounter with this poor bird.
5AA Breakfast.
We're having a surf comp for the South Australian Bodyboarding Club, and the bird just flew in between us and just sat there with us.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
And it just got tumbled by waves and pushed into shore.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
This is very serious. The Blackout End of Financial Year sale is live at Edwardstown Mazda with huge in-showroom only deals and serious savings across all new and demo vehicles. Save up to drive away with no ads, no clues, just serious end of financial year value. In-store only. Are you serious about end of financial year? Prove it. Show up. The Blackout Sale, only at Edwardstown Mazda and only in-store. Must end June 30.
At my age, preparation is just part of life. To prepare for viruses like influenza, COVID and RSV, I get vaccinated regularly. Viruses are always changing. That's why vaccination really matters to protect yourself against serious disease and hospitalisation. And the risks go up when you turn 65. Vaccination is the best preparation. Speak to your health professional and book your vaccinations today. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Just 10 minutes from the Adelaide Oval, Empire Bar and Pool. It's the perfect pit stop before or after the game, I tell you. Now, whether you're rolling in with your mates in high spirits because you've had a great win or you're looking to blow off some steam after a close loss, well, Empire's central spot makes it an easy detour for footy fans heading to or from the game.
It's actually a must-stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Empire Bar and Pool, 12 pub-sized 8-ball tables. There's 16 big American 9-ball beasts the two elite Chinese sneaker tables. I mean, you've got to get your sneakers to get around them. They've got private areas for hire. There's catering options, booth seating that turns, casual catch-ups into something, a little bit more legendary. The bar there is superb.
It's just a great environment. Empire Bar and Pool Basement, 2 Gresham Street City, open 7 days a week.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you can rely on Red Spot to get you there. We're the all-Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia, with a new fleet and plenty of hybrid options too. Experience the exceptional service that earned us Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. Book direct and save now at redspot.com.au today, or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
Did you know that your Wi-Fi router could be limiting your internet speeds? Especially if it's more than 5 years old. For setup tips on how to get the best out of your NBN connection, visit nbn.com.au/check your setup.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It is 25 minutes to 5. Mick Godden from the Crows after 5 o'clock, and Riley O'Brien in the studio with Showdown 60 teams at 5:50 tonight. And we'll cross to San Francisco. We'll get all the feeling on the ground ahead of tomorrow's Socceroos' huge final group clash with Lucas Ronaldo here on 5AA. But right now, all thanks to Walco at the centre of SA's biggest cover-up with their incredibly good-looking Walco mesh pool cover. It's time for this.
The 5AA Sports Show's Where Are They Now? Past legends, past glories.
Well, it is Showdown week, and we've got a Where Are They Now for a man who played with Port Adelaide prior to the Adelaide Crows coming in. He then played for the Adelaide Crows, and then he played for Port Adelaide after Port Adelaide went into the AFL. He had a very well-credentialed career. Both clubs, 107 games for Port, 106 for the Adelaide Crows, and he was just dynamite. Lightning fast on the wing, ended up playing in 4 premierships in 89, 90, 98 and 99. Represented South Australia with distinction, won a Foss Williams medal, was lightning fast on that wing. Life member of both the Adelaide and Port Adelaide Football Club, and just recently inducted into the Port Adelaide Hall of Fame for the 88, 89, 90 premierships. Simon Tregenza, welcome.
Hello, Nippy. How you going?
Excellent, my friend. Great to talk to you. Great to catch up once again. And that was a good catch up that we had earlier this year.
Yeah,
it certainly was. But I want to go back, mate, to the beginning, because I remember you rocking up to a pre-season training and they talking about this kid, and he's a great cricketer. That's what the first thing I heard was you're a great cricketer. And the second one was he was supposed to play for Glenelg. What was the story there? Because you're a Sacred Heart boy, correct?
Yeah, look, I actually lived in Port Lincoln for a few years earlier on, and I think the Port Adelaide, that being in the zone at the time, I had a little bit to do with them, but then we moved to Adelaide and we lived in the Glenelg area, so I did play my junior footy there.
Right.
And then I actually was, would you believe, it might be sacrilege, I grew up a Nord supporter, so we always used to go watch Nord. I was actually at the,
what's the definition of confusion?
Nord.
See, I knew I loved you, Trigger.
Wow. And then, but those days was you could get 2 out of your zone or something like that, so I didn't get to Nord, and then in the end Port sort of came knocking when they realised I couldn't get to Nord, and they just come and said, would you like to come play for us, and had a chat to the parents, and I said, yeah, okay, and moved out to Port.
Wow, so there was no thought of actually playing for Glenelg, even though perhaps some of your schoolmates might have been there.
Was. I played my junior footy there, and they were a good club and good to me and all the rest of it, but it was just probably more that I had the opportunity, and they sort of came out and asked me out, and I said, why not? There certainly wasn't any money or transactions or anything like that. They just invited me out, and I basically just said, yeah.
Wow. And, of course, your first 3 years there were unbelievable. I think you played in the Reserves Premiership in 88 and then, of course, the League Premierships in 89 and 90. What was your sort of first impressions of that was my first impression of you. What was your first impressions of the Port Adelaide Footy Club when you went to training?
Well, just all the banter. I just probably being a little bit quiet, I'd just sit there and I'd just listen to everyone, and I just couldn't believe how funny everyone was. I was just the banter and everything like that, and just the club and just the personalities was amazing. And as you just touched on, it was great to catch up, with a lot of those people not long ago with the Hall of Fame. So, but just all the characters and again, winning most games sort of helps as well. It always means that it's always a fun place to be around, and because there was a lot of success, it certainly was a fun club to be at. I'm
interested in, because Jack always sort of had this theory that he liked a slightly defensive wingman and he liked an attacking wingman. How did he tell you to play wing? Because he himself started on a wing in those unbelievable 50s teams and then became a centreman later on in life. How did he approach you and tell you how to play wing?
Well, I think he was just pretty much sort of back myself in, and probably perhaps my delivery mightn't have been as great as it could, but particularly when you had Scott Hodges up forward, it was pretty much just get it down there as quick as you can. And if you give him close to a 50-50, you're going to win most of them. So I was pretty attacking. He did actually say to me, and this is true, he said to me, Trigger, he said, the only defence you know is the one that goes around the oval.
It's pretty accurate. It didn't matter anyway. Ball come in, Greg Phillips would grab it, he'd airball it off, and it ended up with you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kutcher would give you that little nod and just sort of handball it over the top, and off I went.
Well, your first 3 years at Port, I mean, runner-up in the McGarry medal, 2 flags, as Timmy said.
I think it was runner-up twice, weren't you, Trigger?
Yep.
Yeah, twice.
Unbelievable. And once to, I think, Scotty Hodges, who had the most amazing season you'll ever going to have. That was 1990, I reckon.
Yeah, correct.
Can I just, before I talk about you, in 1987, I'm reading here, Footscray picked you up in the VFL draft. So why didn't you go then?
Well, I was too young. I mean, 16. The draft was different back then. It was pretty much if you were drafted, it just meant if you wanted to join the VFL, you had to play for them. So at that age, I was probably never really going to go across. So it was just more, probably potentially when I had that opportunity to go across, that I perhaps might go to them. But that was never on the cards. It was coming off. It was an under-15 state carnival, which was in Adelaide. I just had a good carnival, and sort of off that they drafted me.
Yeah. Lightning quick is how I always remember you in the 80s, before you came to the Crows. Do you wish they had Pilates and gymnastics or ballet or something like that for those hamstrings of yours? They were tighter than guitar strings. You couldn't even touch your bloody toes, Trigger.
Well, look, to be frank, they tried everything with me. I did Taekwondo, Corns, you got me onto that. And I did all sorts of things and stretching and all sorts of things. It just didn't seem to... It was just more my body type, as you said, Rowey. I mean, I could run fast, but I could never touch my toes at all. So it was just one of those things.
But bloody clean below your knees and above it. So the Port finishes, the Crows come in, you're in the inaugural squad and you made the inaugural team. Just through your lens and your eyes, what were those early years like, Trigger?
Well, look, early days, I mean, I was in the position where, I was drafted, so I had the opportunity to, have a contract. So I had a contract, and which was very helpful, because a lot of players were, trying out, and there was a bit of probably stress involved with that. So in those regards, I was quite lucky, but because I was always probably going to join the AFL that year. So for me, the timing for the Crows coming in was perfect. I got the opportunity to stay at home and stay in Adelaide with, friends and family and play AFL. So that worked really well. But just probably when the game starts, and I think if you speak to a lot of players, I was coming off, I think I had a little bit of a knee, but I didn't play the first trial game, I think maybe against Essendon, but I think that was almost a sellout. I think that's when everyone thought, well, hang on, this is going to be pretty big, and which it was.
It was massive indeed, no doubt about that. That first trial game got about 43,000 people.
Yeah.
So the actual opening game too, I mean, to beat Hawthorn, who went on to win that flag in 91, so comprehensively, it was just a massive opening night, wasn't it?
Oh, look, it was. I mean, we knew how strong Hawthorn were, and I think a lot of the players were probably used to watching a lot of those players on TV, and the names they had were quite, probably intimidating. But look, we had a good team, and we were ready to go, and probably everything went well for us that first night, other than probably McDermott probably. But other than that, everything went really well, and we had a good win. I think the reality is with the AFL is too that you've got to front it up next week against another good opponent, and probably why we really got ourselves up for that first game. As the season went, you realise how tough it got. Every game was tough and every opponent was strong.
Now, there was one infamous moment that you were involved in, Trigger, I do believe, was the night that Nigel Smart wanted to walk across hot coals. Now, were you or were you not one of the people on his arm?
Look, no, I wasn't. I was in the line. I reckon Sean Tasker and Anthony Ingerson. I think
they got the job, did they? I thought it was you and Task.
Yeah, they put him through. But what I remember too, because when we did it, it was a bit like I would go over a few coals, and then they sort of drove us off to this quarry sort of thing, and they were hot coals. Was 10 metres of just unbelievable hot. But after Nigel went through, I mean, he got a few blisters, so they said no. But the interesting was, I think there was a few trainers who were happy to do it, and we're like, well, let them do it. That's all right. Doesn't matter if they don't have to play. But
whereabouts were you in the line, Trigger? What number were you in the line?
Oh, I think it was about 3 or 4.
Oh,
but
no.
We did it like a 2-hour training session, or like getting ready for it, and then everyone was all pumped, ready to go. But then when we actually drove out and were right next to the fire, then we all had reality checking a little bit.
Well, my memory of it is we went up to the quarry, and as you're going up there, all you could smell is petrol, and you just saw this big mound of mallee roots, and the bloke with the light just went, and it went woof. And then we're 50 metres away, then we're 100 metres away.
It's supposed to be almost white,
Then we had to go and chant, warm sand, warm sand, warm sand. Trigger will remember that. And the bloke would go, no, you're mucking around, you're out, or you look good. Nigel. Anyway, we got up there. He's raked out a cricket pitch. Trigger, it would have been a cricket pitch, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hot coals, and you couldn't be within 20 metres. I'm thinking, so the bloke did it.
Yeah.
And then Nigel, I mean, I reckon his last step, he snapped out of his what they call the subconscious and said, I've got this. And he curled his tongue like he does when he's casual, and that's when he got burnt.
Yeah.
But it was funny, I laughed.
Trigger too smart for that.
hey, Trigger, we'll roll through to 97, 98. I mean, you would have been a first-pick player. You missed that. Tell us the emotions of being... There was Mods, there was Rowey, you, Lippy in 97. It must have been bittersweet.
Yeah, look, it was tough at the time. I mean, I was still involved. Both years were pretty similar. I got injured late in the year and sort of getting over the injury, and I sort of just got my body right towards the end. And in those days, the SNFL Grand Final was after the AFL Grand Final. So both years I still involved. The first Grand Final for the Crows I could go over because Port was straight into the Grand Final, so they had that weekend off. But I remember the second Grand Final, I reckon I had to play the next day. So I'm, trying to sleep, getting ready for a big final, and there's horns beeping, and the whole city was going nuts.
Wow.
So, look, it was a mixed emotion. You're certainly disappointed you can't be in it, and you know what footballers are like. Generally, they don't like watching from the sidelines. But having said that, look, a lot of good mates, got to play, and really, if you look at the Adelaide Footy Club, you take those 2 flags out of it, and it's probably a pretty bare cupboard. So. It's been fantastic for the club, and it's one of those. I was in the squad both years, and obviously, and got to play some good footy during the year in the team. So certainly, when all the reunions and all that come around, I'm almost always happy to go, and certainly feel part of it, and always feel accepted by the club.
Well, you certainly were that, Trigger.
Trigger, I've always sort of wondered, when you wander the streets, I mean, I might get a few jabs from Crow supporters. Rowey certainly gets them from Port supporters and the like. Do you just walk in a haven of glow in the streets because you're loved by both?
100 of each.
Well, he's got 4 flags for Port Adelaide, and he played at the Adelaide Crows. You've got. Is it nice just to walk the streets like that?
Yeah, it has been mentioned that I'm one of the few that sort of both supporters seem to like.
Yeah.
The Port Adelaide supporters, who I love so much, they ask me, who do you barrack for in the AFL? And I'm like, well, I do barrack for the Crows.
Yeah.
And they just can't believe it. The actual disbelief. And that happens every time. Port supporters, who do you barrack for? They just cannot believe it for the Crows.
It's your club, Trigger.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Tell us about the 2 flags afterwards, 98, 99, because Port had obviously entered the AFL by then, and it would have been... for you coming back, it's sort of old but new. I would have thought. Yeah, is that fair?
Well, it is fair. I think a lot of credit goes to our coach, Steve. He really held us together, and was very important to be able to keep that. But I mean, you actually go through the lineups, there were some, very, very good teams. And as a sort of saying, I had the bit of the disappointment of perhaps not playing in the Crows Grand Finals, but to be able to, still be involved with finals footy and have that success was fantastic. And in the last one, I think we came from the elimination final as well. So, and at the time, I think it was only, again, Nord, I reckon, in 84 that had done it. So it was a big achievement, and it was something that certainly, very thankful I was part of and proud of.
Trigger, you had a go at your kicking. I've never seen a better goal than the one you kicked against Nord on the boundary line, mate. That was sensational.
Yeah, I think Stephen Williams said to me that night, he said, once we saw you kicking goals like that, I think we thought we were a chance.
Trigger, terrifically talented player, lightning quick, all of that. Your record is unbelievable, 100 in each club, 4 flags, but you were a much-loved teammate. I thought you did everything right. You always put the team first. You enjoyed everyone's success as equally as you did yours, and you loved celebrating it. And they're special types of players. Trigger, mate, well done, and thanks for coming on.
No worries, anytime.
Good on you, Trigger. Great to bloody talk to you, mate. We'll catch up soon. Good man. He's an absolute champion of the game and terrific bloke. Don't worry about that. Like, we didn't touch on his cricket career, but very good cricketer.
Yeah. So what was he, a batsman or a bowler?
Batsman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very good. Used to open and, terrific cricketer. So just a real talent, but a cracking bloke and a great career.
Lovely to hear from him. It's his biggest cover-up, Walco's mesh pool cover. It keeps leaves and debris out of your pool all year round, and because it is pulled super taut, never sags and looks fantastic. Ask Walco about their mesh pool cover as soon as you can. It is 9 minutes to 5. We're going to take a quick break and check your traffic.
At Mount Barker, a smash on the freeway of the Bald Hills ramp. Got big delays through there. Broadview, big delays too with the burst water main. That's on Hampstead Road near Muller Road. That'll be sluggish for the drive home. And also sluggish at West Lakes for urgent sewer works, Fred Road near Lockside Drive. Busy South Road, Edwardstown. Got a camera setting up right now. Days Road at Croydon Park. Just look for the big van on the left side of the road, maybe on the footpath. Redefine Aged Care this Saturday at the R-Care Aged Care Open Day. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll find R-Care located at 28 King George Avenue, Hove. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. It's the biggest rivalry in footy as the Crows and the Power set themselves for another epic showdown. The Crows have found form after an impressive run.
3 wins in a row for the Crows.
While the Power are battling as the wins become harder to come by.
One of their worst performances for the season.
Saturday night on 5AA, it's showdown time again. For the Crows, it's about points. For the Power, it's about pride.
What a piece of play that was.
5AA is your home for showdown.
No more. No more. Try Arbor Vitae Joint Health for the relief of pain and other symptoms associated with mild arthritis and inflammation. Arbor Vitae is wellness backed by science. A clinical study on Arbor Vitae Joint Health can be viewed at arborvitae.com.au. That's ARBORVITAE.com.au. Now stocked in all major chemists and health food stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
It's the end of financial year sale at City Discount Tyres. All-terrain drivers, this one's for you. Get red-hot deals on selected Falcon, Wild Peak and Yokohama Geolandar tyres. Built to handle mud, gravel and highway without compromise. At City Discount Tyres, we're driven by value. Hurry, sale ends June 30. Visit citydiscounttyres.com.au today.
Just quickly, a couple of texts were interactive. We love them. You would have thought you guys could have said if we came through halfway through that interview who the bloody hell Trigger was. Well, it's Simon Tregenza. So we are sorry. That was lazy broadcasting, Timmy. I blame you.
Well, I introed him, so maybe you could have done it halfway.
That's probably true. Anyway,
right,
sorry,
thank you very much.
Simon Tregenza, for those that needed to know when they came halfway through the interview. You don't always need a big backyard to make your home feel bigger. No, you don't. Sometimes you just need someone to to look at the space properly.
Yeah, like the team at Big Difference Home Improvements. Now, they can look at the space you already have, and it could be existing veranda or a pergola area, carport or a small backyard, and then they'll show you what's possible. Outdoor blinds, enclosed spaces, play areas, footy spots, somewhere to put the barbecue or somewhere to escape.
Well, exactly right. No shed, no spare room, no garage space, no worries. You'll be surprised what a bit of Big D can do to you.
Big Difference Home Improvements. It'll take care of all the council stuff as well, because that's a hassle.
Well, don't just make a difference, make a big difference. Visit bigdifference.com.au or their showroom on West Lakes Boulevard. bigdifference.com.au.
Ends June 30. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Don't miss up to 30% off Windows 11 computers. Dyson V8 stick vac just $378, save $270. Save over $1,000 on Hisense 75-inch mini LED TV. And save $600 on Motorola Edge 60 Pro, now just $597. That's half price. King Coil Conformer Embrace Queen Mattress, choice of 4 feels, just $749 each. And Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Oven, now just $424, save over $100. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance ends June 30.
Learn your way at Charles Darwin University. With both online and on-campus options, you can balance your studies with your life. Invest in yourself and open new doors to kickstart or advance your career. You make CDU. Search CDU today.
Hi, Brett Ibbott here for Mawson Lakes Mazda with another great reason to get behind the wheel of a new Mazda. Right now, we're clearing stock with end of financial year deals. You'll get unbelievable prices on all makes, models and colours, plus low-K demos. We're talking immediate delivery on all new and demo vehicles right now with end of financial year deals at Mawson Lakes Mazda. No gimmicks, just great deals and the best customer support for you and your shiny new Mazda. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Just tell them to go about it like any other game. Obviously, it's a lot more pressured and intense with the sort of finals feel, but keep them level-headed and tell them to back themselves and keep playing the way they've been going.
Miles Bergman there on 9, ahead of Showdown 60. There's lots of changes expected for Port Adelaide, potentially 5. And we'll get the teams in just under an hour's time at 5:50 tonight. So stay with us. Mick Godden and Riley O'Brien from the Crows coming up. And Lucas Ronaldo with a FIFA World Cup update ahead of our Socceroos tomorrow over in San Francisco.
We're getting podded for our radio craft. They are flooding in. You did the same with Ingo last week. The segment is, where are they now? Well, where is he? And now this one.
Yeah, Ingo's, well, we did mention Ingo's business, didn't we? Because he was supported Reach Foundation.
Anyway, we're getting a bit lazy with our radio craft. Who cares? Let's go to Sayo. Hello,
Sorry,
Sayo.
JWBJL.
Hey, guys, maybe we should be asking where Timmy G and Rowey are.
Yeah, good point.
Because they're never with us. They're lost in the world.
Off their chops now.
Oh, well, Rowey is, because Timmy G isn't, because he's Port Adelaide.
What's going on, Sayo?
Hey, I went to school with Trigger. Sorry, Simon Tregenza.
That's the girl.
Good girl.
Yeah, I remember Marcellian. We had Marcellian College Sports Carnival, because we're Sacred Heart people.
Yeah.
And from memory, I think it was 186 not out and about 42-degree heat he scored.
Wow.
Yeah. The whole family is sports orientated.
Yeah.
Lisa was a marathon runner or long distance, and Fiona was brilliant at softball as well.
Yeah, good
go.
I like you more now, Sayo, knowing that you're a Sacred Heart girl. You didn't tell me that.
No, Sacred Heart.
Good on you.
Sayo, where are you now?
I am standing in the middle of Myland picking up a person from work.
You work with ASIC Transport Solutions. Where are you working now, Sayo?
At Bright Concrete.
Beautiful.
Yeah, great place. So,
brilliant, mate.
I can always use the concrete to put crow people in and leave them there.
Hey, good luck tomorrow night.
Thanks, mate. We'll be right.
It'll be Saturday night, sorry. Yeah.
See you, Sayo. She's a ripper.
She's a character.
Awesome.
Yeah. Always behind the goals with the cheer squad.
Yeah.
When we used to fly pre-COVID.
Used to fly.
Every blooming time.
Used to fly nearly every game.
And she'd come from nowhere and tap you on the shoulder and just give you one right between the eyes.
But in good fun like that.
Oh, she's a
good
ripper.
spirit.
Absolutely.
I like that. Now, that's a great rivalry with a Port person and a Crows person. I love that.
Good sport.
Nothing wrong with it.
Let's get to the 5 o'clock news. Next, Mick Godden, Adelaide's team, coming up next hour with Port Adelaide's.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
A full bottle of LPG? That's useful. 2 bottles? Even more useful. Your first 2 bottles of LPG for $79 each with delivery from Origin? That's all kinds of useful. Sign up by 30 September, only in selected areas. Equipment fee and T's and C's apply.
Not every conversation stays with you. This one will. Join Stephen Bartlett as he asks the questions and nothing is left unsaid. Search The Diary of a CEO wherever you get your podcasts.
Head to your local Kia dealership and drive away in your new Kia. Enjoy exceptional value on Kia's fully electric, hybrid, petrol and turbo diesel models, like the Sportage Hybrid from $44,490 drive away, all backed by Australia's first and still best 7-year warranty. Visit your local Kia dealership today or find out more at kia.com/au.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Nobody knows paints like Rowey's other than their great staff in their stores. So visit crowiespaints.com.au. I tell you what, there's a store near you and they've got all the answers to what you're painting or whether you're staining or even if you're doing some wallpapering. You might have a little baby on the way and you might want to just put up a little frieze.
Good point.
I mean,
I've done that.
Was my specialty.
Went to Crowie's.
And you did.
They
Got
said, this is how you do it. And they said, do you want to do 2 separate colours or do you want to just do the one? I said, I don't mind the idea of 2 separate colours. So we did that. And the freeze goes through the middle.
Done.
And
you don't have to cut in. You just got it. There you go. See, even you know that.
Yeah.
See, learn all that from Crowey's. God, what you can't learn. Render, wallpaper, coatings for whether it's boats or trucks or trailers. Crowey's, there's a store near you. They only use premium quality paint, but I just love their advice. Do it well, do it once, do it Crowey's. crowiespaints.com.au.
The very latest news and information. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow and 16. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Well, the end is in sight in the long-running nurses' dispute over pay and working conditions. Members are being encouraged by their union to accept a revised 16% pay offer over 3 years, with additional industrial improvements. Treasurer Tom Coutson-Tonis says this will see their salary on par with their interstate colleagues.
We were faced with a situation, given pay increases across the rest of the country, that our nurses were being left behind in the pack. This gets them right there in the middle of the pack, which is a good outcome, and it's a good outcome for registered nurses, and it's a good outcome for the South Australian public to recognise their hard work.
Charges have been laid by the RSPCA over the ill treatment of multiple pigs at a Dublin piggery. One person is facing 49 charges and another 4 people 31 charges following an investigation last year. It was sparked by video footage filmed inside the piggery by a whistleblower showing shocking conditions. Multiple pigs had to be put down after an inspection by vets and RSPCA officers. The case will go to court in July. Well, the Australian economy has added 40,000 jobs, but most of the positions are part-time. Michael Packey has the latest on the employment stats.
The unemployment rate has dropped slightly to 4.4% in May. The result is much better than expected, but of the 40,000 jobs created, only 5,000 are full-time. Treasurer Jim Chalmers has told Parliament it still shows there's resilience in the economy despite a challenging global environment.
It's a very welcome reminder of the strength of our labour market.
But the opposition's Tim Wilson claims businesses are struggling under a mountain of red tape and rising costs.
Small businesses are having to persevere against the attacks they're getting.
Queensland businesses put on most staff over the past month, Tasmania and Western Australia the least, while the unemployment rate was steady elsewhere.
Authorities are focused on keeping the outbreak of H5 bird flu in SA under control. Yesterday's case has seen 2 years of planning put into practice. Premier Peter Malinauskas says the 120 million chickens that make up the state's poultry industry are front of mind.
We have clear plans to make sure that if the H5 bird flu gets into a poultry farm, that the chickens within those farms and its vicinity is destroyed if need be, which is actually logistically tricky to do. It requires people who are well trained, who are able to use the equipment that we have now acquired as a government to be able to do that work, which clearly is not pleasant.
It's feared between 10 to 100,000 people have been killed in Venezuela. 2 massive earthquakes have rocked the country less than a minute apart. They clocked in at 7.2 and 7.5. buildings have come down and some areas look like a war zone. And Lionel Richie has cut short a concert in Minnesota after falling ill mid-performance. He sat down during Dancing on the Ceiling and after one more song announced an unplanned intermission and never returned to the stage. Now turning to 5AA Sport, we'll find out who's in and who's out for Showdown 60 later this hour. Harrison Ram is set to be dropped by Port. Josh Worrell set to return for the Crows. Well, the AFLW's pre-season fixture has been released. Adelaide will play 4 pre-season games, including 3 match simulations and 1 official practice match. The match sim will be against Port on August 2nd. The Power will host Melbourne in a pre-season practice match at Alberton on July 25 in their first hit-out under new coach Glenn Strawn. Sydney Kings assistant coach Andrew Bogut has been fined $9,500 following a series of tweets and interactions with 36ers owner Grant Kelly. Bogut can appeal. The Socceroos have suffered an injury blow on the eve of their final World Cup group stage match against Paraguay. Coach Tony Popovic confirming defender Jacob Italiano has joined Matthew Leckie in the casualty ward.
Jacob unfortunately won't be available. I think it's a adductor injury. We don't know the extent of it as yet. We'll do some further tests in the coming days, but he won't be available for this game.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Delays clearing from Nellie smash to Mount Barker on the freeway at the Bald Hills ramp. However, horrendous delays tonight at Broadview. Due to a burst water main, Hampstead Road near Muller Road. Best if you can try Main North Road to avoid those delays. They're just foul. West Lake Surgeon Sewer Works, Fred Road near Lockside Drive. With cameras tonight, Main North Road, Blackview and Prospect Road at Prospect. The King Living winter sale is on now. Save up to 50% on selected Australian designer wood-winning furniture. Sale on now. Visit a King Living showroom today. And soon, Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow 16, Saturday partly cloudy 17, Sunday cloudy also 17. Right now it is 14 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, bird flu fallout, what it means for you, our wildlife and the poultry industry. Calls for a licence change that could affect SA learner drivers. The controversial dashcam feature that's blacked out after a 9 years investigation. Plus, we'll be live with who's in and who's out for Showdown 60. 9 News, your news. 9th at 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Thank you for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We make room for possibilities.
We've loaded the moving van and we're leaving a ton of stuff at our old address. Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way. We make space for hope. We make space for dreams. We make space for what matters. We are 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Let us make room for your possibilities. We can make your house happier and your future brighter. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.au.
Ready for a fresh start in a location you love? Speak with Rossdale Homes. At Rossdale, we specialise in knockdown rebuilds, giving you a brand new home at your favourite address. Whether it's a single story, 2-story or split-level design, we'll custom build a home that fits your style, needs and budget. And with our fixed price contracts, you'll have complete peace of mind from start to finish. Rossdale Homes, your local SA builder, because trust is a must.
Launch into a PhD or Masters of Research at Adelaide University and generate future-making breakthroughs that create real change. Search Adelaide University research degrees to launch your next step.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to Weech's Barossa Valley Egg Noodles. Weech's Noodles use the freshest, best quality Barossa eggs across their handmade range. They've been doing it for over 90 years. From fine ribbon and string noodles to chili, black pepper, spelt ribbon and more. Look for Weech's quality range of Barossa Valley Egg Noodles in the pasta section of your supermarket. 90 years in the making, devoured in minutes.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come, the countdown is on for our Socceroos. We cross to San Francisco. Teams for Showdown 60 this hour. Riley O'Brien and Mick Godden join us, plus Adelaide Major League Baseballer Curtis Mead and South Aussie Supercars Kai Allen.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Well, it's Showdown 60. It is Saturday night. Crows go in. Well, I think red-hot favourites. They don't mean a lot because they're always 50-50s. Joining us is Crows Senior Assistant Development Coach Mickey Godden. Godsy, welcome.
Thank you, Rowey. Timmy.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah, you don't mind going in red-hot favourites because you would be with the form you're in currently.
Oh, no, that doesn't really. It'd be, yeah, as you said in the pre-bid, it never really means a lot, does it? I think back all the years I've been in Adelaide and the times when we were battling and, Port were right up the top, it didn't make much difference. So I can't imagine it'll make much difference this weekend. But, yeah, to be favourites is just...
Well, there's no value in it for starters, Mick. $1.29. Come on.
No value. No, well, hey, there's always value in that game, I would imagine.
Pick a margin, son. Pick a margin. Just the one change by the looks. Worrell in for Nick Murray.
Team's out, are they?
Not till 5:50, but we've got you on at 10 past 5.
Yeah, no, mate, it'd be pretty much on the mark there. Josh is going pretty well, so he obviously missed with illness, and unfortunate, but you'll be pretty much on the mark.
Okay, and stiff for Nick. How's Butsy coming on?
Yeah, coming along well. He trained yesterday in the main session. We expected him to play this week. Just wasn't quite right, so wasn't willing to risk it at this point, so he'll be another week.
And Cummins and Hinge look like they've passed their test?
Yes, yep. So they were probably a week ago. They were ready to go, but obviously another week doesn't hurt, and they're both ready to go this weekend too.
Okay, and God, with the form the team's in, they may be coming through the sample.
Yeah, look, the squad, we finally got the squad, nearly full, which is a good thing to have. So, yeah, there's going to be some pressure for some spots, right, for sure.
Yeah, and that's good because it'll rally the troops. If they ever think complacency is going to come in against a team that, most pundits are saying they should win, they'd want to get their team security right by keeping the good form up.
Yeah, I think that's what it's all about. It takes a full squad to be successful, doesn't it? And we've just had our challenges earlier in this year, but it's starting to come together now with our depth of the squad. And Sample haven't been winning and haven't been playing that well, but the individuals are going okay. So we've got enough support there and players ready to go.
Port, well, we're hearing they're going to make up to 6 changes. They're basically decimated at the moment. It's hard to know what they're going to dish up, whether they can do it for 4 quarters or any sort of time frame. What's their threats to you guys? What do you scout that they do really well?
Oh, look, I think they've obviously changed their game a little bit, and they're very good defensively. There's no doubt that they've been able to restrict teams this year. I think they're about fifth in defensive scores against this year. So they are doing really well. They've obviously lost a lot of close games. So they're doing a lot right. There's no doubt. Their ability to ping the ball off half-back has much improved as well. So I know they do have some injuries, and as I said, we've been there before, but you just can't underestimate any team. And their current form, I know the win-loss isn't in their favour, but they've had a very, very strong season to date.
Speaking with Mick Godden, Adelaide Crows assistant coach and head of development.
Well
thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, Mick, I was wondering, you guys spoke a lot in the break. I heard a lot from the coaches and the head coach especially about what you wanted to tweak, fix, get better at. Are you pleased with what's come out from the break in the last 3 wins?
Yeah, we are, for sure. Obviously, we've played some really good opponents and played well, which has been really pleasing. And that mid-season break is an opportunity to just reset, have a look at the things that you need to work on. I mean, clearly we'd been a bit hit and miss through the midfield. Obviously, we hadn't scored to the same level we were last year, but our defence was holding up pretty strong. So we just needed to get a little bit more bounce off half-back. And Keeney makes a big difference in that. And, there has been a little tweaks in the way we want to move the footy. But to be honest, Hawker Hahn's come in for the mid-season draft and and Keeney make a difference in the way we move the footy. So, we've been really pleased with it. Obviously we study it pretty deeply, and to come, to train a few good things over the break and to come out the last few weeks has been great.
I look at Port Adelaide, lots of close losses. They try extremely hard, maybe at times fail to execute. Does that remind you of anybody maybe 3 seasons ago?
Very much so, Timmy, yes. I do recall sitting on the sideline for many of those games. So, yes, we know exactly what it feels like.
Yeah. Got a formula to get on top of that?
Time normally.
Time, yeah, maybe a bit of talent as well. What I think the amazing thing is, in that time, you guys still managed to win showdowns. And that's the beauty, I suppose, of this rivalry.
Yeah, it's great. It is obviously what South Australia stops for, and we both sides of the Port and the Crows side, we just love it, and it hasn't lost it, has it, over the years? It continues to drive some really good conversations at people's workplaces, and someone gets to brag on Saturday night and the other one doesn't, so it's good fun.
We're going to do a hot off the press here, live as it happens, Mickey Gordon.
Hot off the press.
What?
Now we only push this if we've had a couple of sources that actually confirm that it's worthy of a hot off the press.
Yeah.
The third source will be Mick Godden. We understand Crows star Wayne Miller is set to miss Showdown 60. The All-Australian in-form defender is dealing with a minor hamstring concern. True or false, Mick Godden?
Wow, well, that is false. Well, unless I didn't get the update in the last hour, that is not true.
Oh, thank God it is, because Gotti is playing the best footy at the moment, Mick.
Yeah, he's had a wonderful year. He's obviously had some tough years, hasn't he, Wayne, and just with his body, but he's got himself in great shape. So, that one would be news to me at this stage.
Okay, good. Not at this stage. It's news to you. You're unaware of it. He will play.
Yeah,
Showdown
well, I haven't
60.
had an update from the club, so that would be very unusual.
Okay, done. Thank you, Godsey. So whoever sent that can go and get. Hey, you've always had the contest. This team, it's in your DNA. I think since certainly the bye, you've added your pressure. I think it's gone up a gear. It's gone up to finals like pressure gear, and your speed of ball movement now, and your intent to take the game on. And get the ball forward one-on-one is certainly different to what it's been at the start of the year. Now, is that by design? Is it by instruction? Is it something you've been working on, or is it just organically grown this year? It's always been the way you wanted to play?
It's the way we wanted to play, Roy, but obviously teams are very good at restricting you, and we didn't finish top last year by fluke, and people go to work on you over the summer, don't they, and have a look at what we were doing well, and they did. They were able to restrict us, and we were probably a little frustrated, to be honest, early days that we couldn't get through. And, there has been some design changes, but the game also evens up. The game changed a little bit more handball from a lot of the teams in the AFL. But, look, we're really pleased we're at now. We feel we can score from all sources, whether it be stoppage or front half turnovers or transfer from the back half to our front half. So we need a good balance there, and I feel the last few weeks in particular we've had that.
Yeah. Are you more confident today that your game's in order, that it can stand up to finals like pressure? Because we know what happened last year, and I guess that's what you're building for. You're building to get your game in order. You're building to get as high as you can in that top 4 to give you a chance to revisit that and answer that. But do you feel, with your midfield and the tweaks you've made and what you're doing, that it's going to stand up and you're more confident about that in finals, Mickey?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think you can tick that box in the last 3 weeks. And that's a lot of that's between the ears to know, hey, fellas, we do this right, we can get this done.
Yeah, and just understanding ourselves. I mean, we just continue to play games together, and that's, you've heard Nixie say for many years, just that continuity and the ability to play alongside the guy alongside you every week. And the more you do that, the more you understand when they're down, when they're up, how to motivate each other. And, we're in a much better place, I feel, than what we were this time last year.
No, that's brilliant. And some of those midfielders having career best years. I'm liking what Bez is doing. We just got a text through. We're interacting before we let you go, Mickey. They love Peatling's role on Cozzy. Will he do a similar role on Butters?
Yeah, he's been doing a few of those roles recently. We've been sharing it between him and Solly, and Bez has been doing a bit too, and Dorse. So, he's a very dangerous player, Butters. So, watch your space.
We just had another text through that Wayne Miller is out. So you better get on your phone and get onto that, Mickey.
Well, I'll be honest, I've been up the Mount Barker today and I haven't had my phone on, so maybe there's a message. I don't know.
keep it off. Hey, Godsey, your best for 4 quarters will get it done. Showdown 60. We know it can happen. Anything can happen. I think you're a far better team now than what you were last time they played, where they got in front and you needed some magic to get you back in front to win by a point. All the best. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Well
See you, Mick.
And that's
Michael Godden, our guest.
If Mick doesn't know, he doesn't know. Mick Godden, our guest. He's a ripper. I love Mickey. I just hope for Wayne Miller he hasn't done a hammy. He's in all Australian form. So take the team away from him because Cummings can come in and replace him.
When was the session?
I want him to be an All-Australian.
Yesterday.
We can't have another hamstring.
That wouldn't be great news.
No, that would for him.
Somebody would have picked that up yesterday in the media.
Well, 9 and 7 are running with the story that Miller will be managed with a minor hamstring. And Mick Godden's just told us that would be false unless he didn't get an update in the last hour. So we will watch this space because teams are going to land in just about exactly half an hour's time.
I hope for Wayne that's wrong. I hope for us it's wrong because we're not going to win by 15 goals now. It might only be 13 or 12.
Terrible news.
Timmy!
Whether your block is the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, build with Sterling Homes. We'll take a quick break and check traffic.
Shocking delays tonight at Broadview. Due to a burst watermain, Hampstead Road near Muller Road, slow in all directions, avoided like the plague today. It's just foul. Crash at Smithfield just happened, Curtis Road near Peacher Road, and we are slow also for works at Gillis Plains, North East Road near Tasman Avenue. Camera Kings Road, Paralawi. The Barbecues Galore company store closing down. Sale is now on. Franchisee stores remain open and are trading as normal. Visit barbecuesgalore.com.au for more details. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. Get a coach's perspective each week on the 5AA Sports Show when Rowey and Timmy G chat with Scott Camporeale for Coach's Corner. Thanks to unique home-style foods, trusted by South Australian businesses for over 35 years. See the difference.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Toop and Toop has been named Australia's #1 large residential agency of the year at the Real Estate Institute of Australia National Awards. It's a proud moment and a reflection of more than 40 years helping South Australians buy and sell property with trusted advice, strategic expertise and exceptional results. As a family-owned agency, we're incredibly grateful to our clients and community for placing their trust in Toop and Toop since 1985. To learn more, visit toop.com.au.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home, but sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health, and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
Well, we've just had it from another source. Our men spec to their men to their man. Mickey Godden, he probably didn't get his text, but Wayne Miller is out.
Yeah, assistant coach, head of development, not on the communication list, not like us.
Wayne Miller is out for Showdown 60. Teams will drop at 10-6.
There you go. You got to look at the all-new Mitsubishi ASX. It's at Agostino, Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes, and now's the time to do it as well because there's a huge price drop. Yep, drive away from $34,990.
You never see an ASX do a Hemi.
No.
I feel for Wayne.
That's drive-through.
Look, it's been totally reimagined with European-style designer looks, cutting-edge technology that includes built-in Google and a full suite of safety features. It is as sleek as it is smart as it is classy.
Correct. The new Mitsubishi ASX comes with the renowned Mitsubishi 10-year new car warranty. 10-year capped price servicing. Can you believe it's a decade each, making your life just that much easier?
Why would you not pop in?
Oh, come on.
Drop in.
Now.
Go in. Do it. The price drop is genuine. They're open tonight.
Yeah, late night shopping.
From just $34,990 drive away, head into Agostino, Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes.
Ends June 30. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Don't miss up to 30% off Windows 11 computers. Dyson V8 stick vac just $378, save $270. Save over $1,000 on Hisense 75-inch mini LED TV. And save $600 on Motorola Edge 60 Pro, now just $597. That's half price. King Coil Conformer Embrace Queen Mattress, choice of 4 feet. deals just $749 each, and Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Oven now just $424, save over $100. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance ends June 30.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
Moving out. Moving in. New job. First paycheck. Popping the question. Building your future. Having a baby. Having another baby. Needing a reno. Life happens fast. That's why with Bendigo Bank, you can open an account in just minutes right from your phone. With no monthly fees and 24/7 fraud protection, we're bigger for banking that suits you every day. Find us in the App Store today to open your account. Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Eligibility criteria, terms and conditions and other fees apply.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 after 5. We're going to head to San Francisco very soon, speak to Lucas Ronaldo as we build up to the Socceroos tomorrow morning, 11:30. How are you watching? We'd love to hear from you, 8223 0000. And Riley O'Brien's in the studio with us with team selection news for Showdown, which some massive news has just dropped in the last 5 minutes around Wayne Miller.
Yeah, well, he's going to be out of Showdown 60. As you said, the team will drop at 10-6. We're hearing as many as 6 changes for Port. I think more so it's just another hamstring with the Crows, and more so personally for Wayne having a career best season for all Australian. Let's hope they're just resting him or managing him and he's not out for a month. To Scott and Wayne, thank you for your interaction. I think the boys said disparagingly comments. Is that disparaging comments?
There's no point reading those out.
No, well, that's okay. It's noted, Scott and Wayne, and thank you for your text. We're interactive. You guys used that word at your golf day today, did you?
We played golf today, Tim and I.
And how was it used? Disparaging?
Not well.
Well, I pulled up really short on a putt.
Okay.
And I said,
you got to be up to Ian.
You disparaging word insert here. So I was that disappointed. Yeah. Okay. But I didn't want to swear on the golf course.
No,
Etiquette. It's Royal Regency.
Yeah, don't
Come
put
on.
yourself
Real
down.
class.
Well, I heard you say in the sport room that you're not going back there till they fix it because it's playing like crap.
But there's lots of irrigation going on at the moment.
Well, there you go. So let's go.
I
Hello,
don't think
Mark.
that was the reason.
G'day, guys. I hadn't heard about Miller going out of the team. I was about to suggest, Rowey, that it might be with Hall Kahan and the team mixed down back. It would have been an opportune time to have put Miller, considering, onto the ball. That way you can also create an opportunity for Worrell to go on the half-back line, and you open up the spot for Murray. So you could have Murray and or Butts, Borlase and Michaelini on the last line. You could have Worrell, Keane and Laird and Hall Kahan on that half-back line, and then Miller went onto the ball when he's fit and well. A lot of talk about Zach Bailey. I think the manager is using conversations with other clubs to get a better deal for Zach Bailey to stay at Brisbane. I don't think he's going anywhere, really. He seems to be quite happy there. But anyway, Miller onto the ball when he's fit and well. Hall Kahan and Lairdy change on half-back, move Worrell up on the half-back line, and then you create the opportunity for Butts or Murray to be alongside Borlase and Michaelini.
Yeah, I don't think they want that many tools, Mark. But no, good. I love your creativity there. I think it'll just be a 1-for-1. Cummins will come in for Miller. Coming. Yep. Sorry. His game before he got injured was superb. Was that in the Showdown?
No.
We did his hammy?
No.
Oh, he had a game off half-back. I liked it. Because we had Dan Curtin coming back onto the wing with Cook. Hey, Mark, love your creativity. Good work. Let's go to David at Netherby.
Yeah, g'day, boys. I've just that's a nice little segue in relation to Zach Bailey. I've been thinking about the Zach Bailey situation, Brisbane, Adelaide and Lachie Neale, and in my view, and I'm not sure what you think, I think we need Lachie Neale more than we need Zach Bailey. Okay, well, I think the midfield needs bolstering. I think we've got... Yeah, anyway, that's my opinion. And I reckon there's some leverage here for the Crows in terms of Brisbane, I hear, are resigned to the fact that Lachie Neale's leaving. They want to keep Zach Bailey. Zach Bailey, I believe, is keen to actually move to Adelaide, back to Adelaide. So surely there's a bit of bargaining there between that situation to, okay, you want to keep Zach Bailey, we'll do a deal for Lachie Neale, and in the midfield for the next 2 to 3 years, Lachie Neale will be an absolute standout for the Crows. I reckon he'd add so much to our team. Actually, in my view, even more than what Zach Bailey would.
Yeah, well, I think Zach's got a massive upside, and I think Lachie Neal, although he's playing good footy, he's close to the end and the start. You're going to get 8 years out of one bloke and probably 2 out of another. So I know what I'd be doing. And I'd be amazed if Lachie Neal's going to leave Brisbane because he's gone through that messy divorce, that he wouldn't go to the West, be closer to his kids.
Yeah, that's where the wife's gone with the kids. But it seems like most of the interest is in Melbourne.
Collingwood.
But I don't get that. I don't get that.
So
apparently he's leaving because he's got to be with his kids. Well, Melbourne's only a little bit closer. I thought if you're going to leave, you'd be going to West Coast to Fremantle.
Still 5 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Adelaide's closer.
Just go back to Fremantle.
Port, you reckon Port could use a Lachie Neal? Would you, if you were the list manager, would you?
You would, especially if Ollie Wines is done.
Well, if you think Butters is leaving, an experienced midfielder is probably right
be high on your agenda.
Yeah, to then
he'd be perfect
develop
for you.
the next lot over, say, 3 years. Lachie Neal would be an interesting
call.
And have the money in the cap space, wouldn't you? 29 after 5. You can have your say. Jump on the phone, 8223 0000 with the 5:30 headlines coming up. We're going to cross the San Fran next. Talk Socceroos with Lucas Ronaldo.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
My understanding is that there's going to be a meeting tonight at the Onkaparinga Council.
David Pentberthy and Will Goodings.
About proposed rate increases. I've been told...
What number are they looking at?
They went out to the community consulting on a proposed rate increase of 3.3%.
Okay.
5AA Breakfast.
Tonight they're going to vote on a rate increase of 4.9%.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Consultation obviously went well.
Yeah, that's right. How does that work?
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening. Mel Usher with the news headlines. Business groups say it's disappointing Labor's tax changes have passed Parliament, arguing they could stifle investment. The pay stoush between the state government and nurses appears to be over, with a revised offer to go to a vote. Fans of the Fab Four are celebrating Global Beatles Day. And in sport, there's a question mark over Crow Wayne Millerer for Showdown 60. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Evening there. Disgusting delays at the moment at Broadview. Shooterburst Watermain, Hampstead Road near Muller Road. Those delays are in all direction. If you can and you're heading out of town, try Main North Road to avoid those delays. Smithfield a crash with delays too. Curtis Road near Pizza Road and getting quite busy for the drive home. Green Hill Road at the Unley Road intersection. Camera, Gawler Road, Virginia and Hanson Road, Wingfield. Let the CommSec share market experts give you an investing edge on the daily CommSec Market Update podcast. This podcast is created and distributed by CommSec. Content is general in nature. Investing carries risk. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow 16. Right now it is 13 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
It's end of financial year at CMI Toyota, SA's #1 selling Toyota dealer. Get great deals on a huge range of new, demo and pre-owned vehicles in stock. But hurry, CMI Toyota's end of financial year deals must end June 30. View the range at cmitoyota.com.au or visit CMI Toyota West Terrace City, Cheltenham or Christie's Beach today. We'd love to see you CMI. Toyota, LVD 2009.
Fred Hollow's vision was to end avoidable blindness. Your donation can help restore someone's sight. Donate at hollows.org. Help continue Fred's vision.
Ready to contribute to medical research that could lead to life-changing discoveries for people living with bowel disease? CMAX is looking for generally healthy volunteers aged 18 to 65 to trial a new potential treatment for bowel disease, which affects more than 180,000 Australians. If eligible, you'll stay 2 periods of 5 nights at CMAX in Adelaide CBD, attend multiple follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Want to make a difference? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Score yourself a Cooper's Ugly jumper with the Sip and Save. We do this every year. It's fantastic. Purchase any participating 24-pack of Cooper's beer at Sip and Save and you'll receive a token. What do you do with those tokens,
Now,
Steve?
how's this? You got to collect 3. Una, dua, trois. to redeem them from a Cooper's ugly jumper. That's what you want. You want the ugly jumper. Grab a great deal at Cooper's Parlour, 24-pack bottles, just $59.99. Well, there's a coupon. Bang. Get 2 of them. Bang. 2 coupons. And then jumpers are available for a limited time and only from Sip and Save.
Correct. Now, prices may vary in country areas, available while stocks last. T's and C's, you can find them at sipandsave.com.au. And remember, drink responsibly.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blowing up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. We're helping life flow.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Riley O'Brien to join us live in studio very shortly with the teams, which we're very, very excited for because there's a lot of change going on at the moment. Wayne Miller, big news. He will be out with a minor hamstring strain, so we'll get the latest on that, all thanks to Barnacle Bills, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years. Port Adelaide fans, up to 5 or 6 changes potentially, so we'll get across all of that as well. But first, right now, all thanks to Glimpse Home Improvements, let's get to the States.
Australia have done it!
Channel 10's Lucas Ronaldo
3 points for Australia!
on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, I'll tell you what, the great Lucas Ronaldo, he is, he's surviving over there. He's done particularly well to get this far. Lucas, welcome. We're only 18 hours away from a kickoff that might just shape our destiny.
Yeah, this sort of feels like the big one now that we've got the 3 points under our belt and got USA out the way. We only need a point. So it's going to be an interesting one because Paraguay are almost in the same boat where they need a draw too. So I'm not sure what sort of game we're going to get, but as long as we get a point, I'll be happy.
Well, how do you approach it? That's my attitude, is which way do you want to go? There was results today that, South Africa winning and the like, so that goes into that battle for the highest place, 3rd spot. I reckon we should remove all of those thoughts and just go, hey, win, we're in.
Yeah, I think that's almost the way you have to approach it from a team point of view and from the coaching staff point of view. They have to just be thinking about this game because at the end of the day, Paraguay need it more than us. A loss would be more detrimental to them than it would be for us. So we've just got to make sure that, we ideally, if we can get an early goal, if we can approach the game a bit more attacking maybe than we did against the USA and sort of go on the front foot. We won't do that completely, but I'd like to see, I'd definitely like to see Christian Volpato start this game with the cameo he had against the US. I think this game is perfectly set up for him to show how good he is and then maybe give himself a chance to start a knockout game if we get there.
100%. We got to have the starting team as what it was in the second half versus USA. We know Matt Leckie's out. He's ruled out. He has to start, and I'm still starting Nestori.
Yeah. My gut feel is that it might be that maybe Moture drops out and it's Irankunda as a striker. I prefer Irankunda off the striker, but if it means that he plays, then maybe that's the way to go. So I think Metcalf will play. He's been good every time he's played, and I think Irankunda will play. For me, it's just a matter of whether Volpato plays or if it's Toure. But I think we should see something a bit more attacking. I think there'll be plenty of changes. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Matt Ryan comes back in goal. Tony Popovich has said he wants to use more of his squad and that he regrets that he didn't use more of his squad in the USA game. So to me, that means that we'll see more changes. Jacob Italiano has picked up an injury at right wing back, so it will probably be Jason Garia there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get 5 or 6 changes, to be honest.
Oh, wow. I don't think there'll be that many.
Wow.
4 key Socceroos with yellow cards. We've got to play our cards right, don't we?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, well, that's sort of where that well, that's sort of where that comes into the changing of the team, because you've got a couple that are forced, then a couple that are ones that are we didn't play our best players. Then you've got the factor of bringing in yellow cards. The issue is that Sutar and Chikati and Geordie Boss are 3 of those players, and they're 3 of our best. So how do you manoeuvre that? Will be a tricky one for Tony Popovich, but I think that will be a massive factor in the decision-making process too.
Have the refs calmed down in the last couple of days with the executing of the cards? Because, gee whiz, they've been card happy early.
Well, I think we got the roughest stick of that, for sure. There's obviously been a lot of red cards around the competition, but one thing we haven't seen much is the VARs seems to be a little bit more hesitant to step in than maybe in a regular season. But I think maybe we just got the bad rub of the green in the America game, because we didn't have any of that in the Turkey game.
No.
So let's hope for something a bit more in the middle than what we saw in the US game.
Well, you just mentioned the USA. They will go through the round of 32. Canada, I think they'll go through as well. Mexico already 3-0. So the host nations would be very happy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Canada now plays South Korea. Bizarrely, that game's actually going to be in Los Angeles, despite the fact Canada are a host nation.
What?
So, yeah, because they finished second, now Switzerland take the path of Canada, so they'll be based in Canada for the next few weeks. And now Mexico, of course, are through as well. So I think USA have probably looked the strongest of the three. Mexico did look pretty strong today with 3-0 win, but from what we've seen of US, I think they've probably got the best chance, and I think they've got a pretty favourable route in terms of going deep into the tournament.
So this game's at San Fran. It's 11:30 our time tomorrow morning. We cannot wait. Paint us a picture. Is it a sea of Australians? Have you been down Union Square and seen all the homeless drunks?
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting city.
Isn't it? It's gone to wreck and ruin, sadly.
It's bizarre. It's been quite eye-opening, to be honest. But in terms of the way the World Cup's taken over, it's not quite what I expected. There's not, because Levi Stadium is quite a way out, sort of even in San Francisco. The city of San Francisco, as much as you've seen a lot of Aussie kits, you've seen a lot of Paraguay kits. Obviously, it's a shorter journey for them, so we'll see if there's a pretty even split in the crowd tomorrow. But I think the majority of the fans will sort of congregate tomorrow. Here at the moment, it doesn't really feel, you wouldn't know there's a World Cup on if it wasn't for maybe a few extra Socceroos kits compared to Vancouver and Seattle, where it felt like it was everywhere. He's got a slightly different vibe.
Well, Paraguay are crap. I reckon we'll smash them 2-0. There you are.
I like it.
I reckon we have to take hunger.
it on. We have to go for it.
We have to.
You can't go home because you had a draw and they went through on whatever.
Well, we're 90% chance of advancing, full stop.
Yeah.
That's too big a odds for me. 2-0, come on, get them up.
Yeah, I think just to alleviate the pressure. And then also if you finish third, you have to spend sort of the next few days not knowing what's going to happen. I know for me, it's probably going to cost a bit of extra money of trying to finger around flights and stuff like that. So I'd much rather it be done quickly. So I think, second place is just much easier. And I know Carl Vitt, the former Reds coach, is actually here as an analyst, and he's been attending all the games in that group that correlates with ours to see what Belgium are like, what Egypt are like, what Iran are like, and New Zealand, even though it looks like it won't be them. So we've got sort of a South Australian take in whatever our opponent ends up being in the next round if we finish second.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's been some great stories going along the way in the World Cup. Cape Verde, obviously, one of those. Sadly, they're still not guaranteed of going through at this stage, are they?
Yeah, it's just everyone's sort of in limbo. Even today, we're sort of seeing sort of teams get to 3 points and not know what to do themselves, whether to celebrate. Cape Verde would be an amazing one if they were able to go through. I thought South Africa sort of would have been in the early hours up in your time. Was a great story today. Managed to get through for the first time. No one would have fancied them over South Korea. So, these are the stories that the World Cup's about. And now, teams can start to dream, and particularly with, sort of some underdog teams going through the next round, it makes our chance a lot better.
Hey, well done, Lucas. Thanks very much for the preview. I really do look forward to the review. Let's hope in 18 hours' time that we have a victory under our belts and we're moving through with confidence and belief into the round of 32.
Fingers crossed, boys.
Excellent stuff. Lucas Ronaldo, our guest on the FIFA World Cup 2026.
We'll catch you tomorrow, Lucas, hopefully with a W. Score big savings before June 30 with 30% off blinds, shutters, curtains and awnings at Glimpse Jeps Cross. It is 17 minutes to 6. Teams for Showdown 60 are going to drop in about 7 minutes' time. And what we understand is the Crows have 2 changes coming up. Worrell and Cumming are going to return, and coming out of the side, Nick Murray, we heard from Mick Godden before, will come out, and Wayne Miller is confirmed he will not play with a hamstring concern. And for Port Adelaide, there's lots of outs and lots of ins. So we're going to go through all of that next, and we'll get you traffic. And Riley O'Brien from the Crows will be in the studio with us in a moment's time as well. So stay with us.
Still seeing disgusting delays tonight at Broadview. It's due to a burst water main, Hampstead Road near Muller Road. They're in all directions. Try Main North Road if you're heading out of town that way, because those delays are foul. You'll be there forever. Crash at Smithfield to look out for. Curtis Road near Peachy Road. Getting busy for works at West Croydon. Port Road near East Avenue. And a pesky camera this afternoon, Prospect Road, Prospect. Auto Pros Super Saturday is back. Exclusive deals for one day only. Participating stores only. Don't miss out. Head into a participating Auto Pro store near you this Saturday. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
It's StockTake time, and end of financial year savings are heating up. Save now on wood heaters from $999 and gas log fires from only $2,999. Visit today and get winter ready for less. Only at Illusion Gas Log Fires and Ultimate Wood Heaters.
Some swear jars collect coins. But at Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, their swear jar collects promises.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. I swear that all deadlines and production will be conducted efficiently and effectively.
Hi, I'm Amy, your first point contact at Buy Urban, and I swear to take all of your details and your wish list to pass on to our amazing team.
For a team that swears to deliver on quality and service, see Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts.
Well, Levita, it's a treasure in the West. Do yourself a favour, pop in for a mouth-watering lunch or dinner, and once you have, you keep going back again and again.
Of course you will. I tell you, I love it. As well as the mouth-watering Italian cuisine, the entire range of pizzas from the pizzeria are all delicious. Now, the pizza oven fires up at 5, so it's open. Either dine in and grab some, or get a couple for home, a couple of takeaways.
Yeah, do it. Besides the amazing food, I think the best part about Levita, it's got to be the warm, friendly atmosphere. Big Kev down there, the entire team. Look, they treat you like one of their own.
Yeah, it's like going into their lounge room. It's amazing. Yep. Look, it's the perfect place for functions as well. So you've got a birthday, christening, maybe engagements or weddings, or even a sport club celebration. I tell you, they can cater up to 200 guests, and they've got 3 separate areas that are available for it.
I tell you what, it's a place for the stars too.
Is that right?
Crows got every time 36ers. They love it. They love good quality and they love their cars.
That's true.
Levita opens Tuesday to Sunday for lunch and dinner. 342 Grange Road, Kidman Park. You'll love it.
Unique, loyal, fun-loving. That's what we look for in our pals. When you're next spending time with your best friends, don't forget some of the best pals you can have. Parafield Airport Liquor Store has your everyday favourites right through to those hard-to-find products. That's what great pals do. Sam and Jamie from Parafield Airport Liquor Store know every drop on the shelf, so you can always rely on their advice. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Pals. Next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
Ends June 30. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Don't miss up to 30% off Windows 11 computers. Dyson V8 stick vac just $378, save $270. Save over $1,000 on Hisense 75-inch mini LED TV. And save $600 on Motorola Edge 60 Pro, now just $597. That's half price. King Coil Conformer Embrace Queen Mattress, choice of 4 feels, just $749 each. And Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Oven, now just $424, save over $100. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance ends June 30. Steinborner Automotive in Gawler, Barossa and Clare has always been well worth the trip, especially with their end of financial year sale on over 500 new, used and demo cars, including over 100 certified used commercial utes in stock, many with new car warranties and low kilometres, packed with accessories. Plus, they're offering an additional $1,500 trade-in bonus on all trade-ins. Head to one of Steinborner's 8 locations or view the whole range at steinborner.com.au. Steinborner Automotive. It's well worth the trip.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
12 minutes to 6. 5AA's Ultimate Knockoffs We're going to do that very soon with our Beer and Barbecue Fest, so stay listening if you'd like to get along to that in our VIP area. Great prize to win. But right now, we have a man in the studio who has got a lot to talk about, all thanks to Biourban and their Swear Jar pledge. Riley O'Brien swearing to deliver the latest Crows news and insights right now.
Crows big man Riley O'Brien.
You up the OG! Riley O'Brien!
On the 5AA Sports Show.
Hello, you big hooah.
G'day, boys. Good to be in a showdown week. How
That
good?
is your nickname, isn't it?
The Big Hooah. That's what you called me, I reckon, early days, Rowey. I haven't heard it for a little while, but...
No, I called you Symbols.
Symbols, yeah, that was one of them. Symbols Mackenzie, was it?
Symbols
Yeah,
Mackenzie.
I remember that one.
And the hooah.
Yeah, the Big Hooah. I prefer the Big Hooah, I think.
Yeah, so do I.
We'll roll with that.
Hey, Rob, I love you. Miller is out. What happened there?
Yeah, but you guys just told me as I walked into the studio. So
and,
he actually...
and you were as amazed as Godsey was, so it
Yeah.
must have happened overnight.
He trained fully yesterday. There was no carry on yesterday at the club about anything. So must have woken up sore, or I'm not sure. So we'll wait and see if the teams. But
I mean, at
can't
our
really
age, that
give
happens.
much.
You go to bed and you wake up with things that you didn't think you had the night before. But at that young age, maybe just something tightened up.
I've only got to throw my leg over the bed to get out, and I do a hammy.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous, Rowey. But yeah, I'm not sure. So we'll have to follow up with Wayno tomorrow and let you know.
bugger.
But it's been our day off today, so I haven't actually seen him or heard anything.
So Miller a hamstring, which means Cummings will come in and Worrell's in for Murray. Bit stiff for Muzzer as well. I mean, he did nothing wrong last week.
Yeah, it's bloody stiff. It's a sign of a good squad.
Squeezy, isn't it?
We got players that are clearly at the level and playing great footy, like Muzz played last week, and he's going to be the one to miss. So it's pretty unlucky, but it's a sign of a good team, Rowey.
Yeah, well, we do like that. When there's a squeeze, it means no complacency because you don't have any team security if your form's a little bit.
But also,
100%.
when you're in this situation, like Nick and like our lovely guest here, Riley O'Brien, it's you're one injury away from having to step up.
You are,
And
definitely.
that's why
So
we speak about being ready.
everyone's going to be ready, and there's a few guys in the same boat. So there's going to be a lot of guys that are pretty unlucky at the moment, with even more guys to come back in. And we've got a pretty deep squad at the moment, Rowey, which will hold us in good stead. And there'll be guys that get injured throughout the rest of the year and guys ready to step up.
Yeah, well, Hinge, you will probably go back to Sanford, but he's not quite right. Cummins is in. Just repeating the news, Miller is out. Worrell's in, and so too is Cumming. And the other one is Nick Murray. Now, Port Adelaide, 5 changes, Timmy.
Yeah, well, I'm just having a look at my sheet here. Now, omitted were Tom Cochrane, Todd Marshall, Harrison Ram, injured, of course, Radagalia and McKinlay. Now, what that says is they are assuming the fitness
Of
of
Lukosius.
So,
Yeah, well, he's named in the team.
He's named in the team, but I think
that could change.
There'll be an emergency or two. So, coming into the team will be Ollie Wines, Mitch Zato, Zirk Thatcher, Vizentini and Jacob Ware.
Okay, so what do you think of that?
Well, I think the Mitch Zato one, I understand if they go a bit smaller in the forward line, that's probably a way to go. And you guys are can be a bit tall in that area, so they might try and maybe expose something there. But I don't, obviously, Ollie being rested for that one. The Vizentini one is because he'll do the forward
work.
second ruck, so they're saying, right, Todd Marshall's out, so he can go there and do that role and then go into the middle and
Frees
do the
up
second
Whitlock.
ruck. Well, and also frees up Whitlock, who looked a lot better not having to do the second ruck work last week. So I think that's an option.
And
as well.
Ollie's back. He's a Brownlow medalist.
Well, he's got to go into the middle mix as well. So I think the way they'll work that is they'll just make sure it's not he and Willem Drew in the middle at once.
Yeah. 5 changes. That's big on a team when there's 5, isn't it?
That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of fresh faces
and there could
coming
be
in.
6 if Luke goes out. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I was looking forward to playing Dante this week in the Sandford, but it looks like he's playing in the ones.
You're
so.
going to have big Alex Van Wyck. Have you ever rucked against
the
him?
Flying Dutchman. Yeah, I played him a few weeks ago at North Adelaide.
Of course, when he was still there. Yeah. And how did you find his craft?
Yeah, he's good young player, can jump, and he's good size. So
big unit, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hang on, what's
his
name?
Alex Van Wyck.
Well, how come he's a Flying Dutchman?
Well, it's a Dutch name.
It's a Dutch
Van
name.
Wyck.
Van Wyck.
Oh, is it?
Sounds Dutch.
I'm watching a really good show on Netflix that Timmy put me onto. What am I watching?
Vikings.
Oh, that's not quite Dutch, but it's a little bit further north, but it's getting close. Getting close.
He does get a little bit confused.
Scandinavian.
Well, they're all the same. They're
Scandinavian
Scandinavians.
Yeah, Netherlands isn't quite Scandinavia, but we're getting very close, Rowey.
No.
So
And Norway
Netherlands,
don't wear clogs.
Norway don't wear clogs.
Yeah. No, Norwegians. They were the Vikings, weren't they?
Norwegians.
Have you ever seen a Viking fighting clogs, wooden shoes?
No, they don't. No,
Wouldn't have thought so.
Couldn't keep their feet, unfortunately. Yeah.
What do they wear, Rowey?
Oh, I don't know. Good bare feet.
In the summer, a nice sandal. Yeah, really strong sandal.
Got very cold. Tell us about showdowns. What's the most important thing to bring for a showdown?
I think it's intensity, Rowey. Intensity in contest, which it's pretty obvious, but early on it's pretty hot contest, and it's important to get the ball forward and win the ball because the pressure's elevated. Everyone's on edge. It's finals like. So if you can match that intensity early and throw the first punch, that's really important.
I was talking to Godsey earlier I said, Port Adelaide are in this situation at the moment where they've had a lot of close losses. They've perhaps not executed at times. They try really hard, but it's not quite happening. I said, does that remind you of anybody maybe 3-4 years ago?
Yeah,
he started laughing and he said, yeah, been there, done that. I said, what's the solution? He said, time. The one thing I did say was you were able to win some showdowns in that period of time. And back to what you just said, to win those, what was the attitude like when you were going into it as a clear underdog?
I think we were always very good in the fight. Even in those years we were lean, we never got blown out very often. We were always good at bringing that fight and that contest, and probably suited a game like the showdown and being in the game and giving ourselves a chance. And then we were able to close a couple of those out, which was good, unlike other games back in that period.
Yeah, well done.
Well, talent wins out, let's face it.
Sometimes, but sometimes there's the grit and the determination can get you up.
You never know with footy, Rowey, but we've certainly got a strong team in this week.
What's impressed you about the Crows since the bye?
I think our offense has been awesome. I think getting the ball into our deep one-on-ones, and we've been a lot faster with the ball, which has made a huge difference.
You're taking the game on, going back at them.
Yeah, it's made a huge difference with our ability to spread and then use that going forward. We've just cut teams up, and that's what we were doing at our best last year when we finished top of the ladder, and we've sort of recaptured that as well as being sort of very fierce in the contest, led by our skipper, Jordan Dawson.
Yeah, God, he's had a magnificent month of footy. Has that been coached or demanded since the bye or encouraged, or is it just, I said the same thing to Godsey. I said, is it just organically grown off the back of that? And if you didn't hear him, his response was, no, we've always wanted to play that way. Well, no, I disagree with that. Didn't have a chance to debate him. At the start, you wanted to chip it around, take your time. You held up the tee. There was no intent to take the game on and go straight back at them. When you did, when you were behind, it's when you play your best footy. If it's equal at the DNA in the Crows is the fight and the scrap, and there's no doubt about that. It equally is as you play your best footy when you go back at the team. You take them on.
Yeah, definitely. And the conversation's always been to do that at the right times. It's probably just been the execution of that, and then having the connection across the field to get that done. And the wheel's been turning slowly, and it was a bit clunky for that first part of the year, but the last few weeks it seems like it started to click, and everyone sort of knows what they're doing and playing with real confidence and real flair with that ball going forward.
I've asked a number of people this question, and not many people have given me a straight answer, certainly not Timmy. How many goals better are the Crows than Port?
That's a great question, mate. How many goals better?
How many goals better?
How many goals better? That's a great question. What do you reckon? How many should I say?
I heard Roo this morning give Ditz 5 goals in.
Oh, he's a bit stingy.
And then dropped it to 3.
What?
And Ditz didn't want to take a part of it. They're 2 Port Crows people as you could ever get.
What do you reckon, Rowey? How many goals better is this Crows team?
10.
10?
Absolutely.
I said 0.
0, okay.
Of course he is.
They're 10 spots above them on the ladder, so is it a goal per spot?
Timmy's relying on the fight, and there's no doubt Port can bring that, and they can defend the ground. There's no doubt. But can they keep the Crows under 100 points?
Well, you only kicked 79 in beautiful conditions last week.
Yeah, and we only won with about 10 seconds to go last time, so I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion.
Taylor Walker fell over, Butch fell over, Dawson didn't play, Rankin didn't play. Do you want me to go on and on and on? You didn't play. If ever Port were going to beat the Crows was last time. They basically handed it to them.
Trust me, I'm Team Crows, mate, as you know. Don't think convince me.
Sorry, I snapped.
You don't have to convince me.
Sorry, I snapped.
We'll have to bring the fight. They've been playing some good footy, so I'm confident we'll win.
He's a guest, he's a guest.
Yeah, I'm not going to write a headline and give you a number, Rowie.
No, and please don't. Please don't.
Maybe off air.
Yeah, I like our little walks to the from here to the
yeah, you do both
the
disappear.
elevator. I get it. Yeah, I get the real rock.
Yeah, the real scoop.
No,
don't we?
when you're here, you give us a
Do I
bit,
change
mate.
much off air? Or
No,
I'm pretty good.
You're a 4 to a 6.
4 to a 6,
As
always.
trusting and as straight up and down as a man I've ever seen and heard.
Stir fried or not?
That'll be tomorrow night. Yeah, have a few of the boys over, so that'll be good. So keep them all healthy.
All right, well,
Don't
what do
get
you
Josh Worrell sick again.
Timmy, I'll ask Timmy because he just doesn't bite because he's too respectful. Are you more confident the Crows will win by 10 in the AFL or the Sample Crows will win by 10 against?
We upset them in the Sample. We upset them last game.
Up by 10 goals last time.
Yeah, it was.
You got 5 snoozers out this week.
Yeah, no,
and maybe Luco.
Well, no, some coming back.
Your biscuit barrel's
Some
getting
coming
very
back.
low, and you just lost Wiedemann.
Yeah, no,
What happened there?
Right, no idea, but I reckon it was a great win last time. I'm looking forward to it again.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
The
Radio
biscuit
crowd.
barrel's low by the
I
sounds.
think
The biscuit barrel,
the
never heard that.
combined goals between the two teams will be 20.
Oh my goodness! I'm happy to back that in.
Sam,
Whatever bet you want.
What did
I
the
will
boss say
accept.
to us before we went on air today?
How many statements do you want to make this week? What did he say?
He said, "I don't want a fourth day of it."
Yeah, Timmy, they were his words.
Yeah, but here we are again.
Can you put something on that, Rowey, or are you just going to be empty words?
What I try to do is stir Timmy up, but he's too much of a gentleman, a scholar,
Doesn't
respectful person that just doesn't bite. You know what he's
Yeah.
like.
It's prior to the fight.
He's as
I
boring
think he's
as
had
batshit.
enough time with you to not bite. He's been trained very well after a couple of years on radio.
All right, 6 o'clock, Rob, have a ripper, and let's look forward to a really good, hard-fought, contested showdown.
It's going to be
60.
great. Hopefully, a Crows win.
Good man.
Outstanding. The Biourban Swear Jar about their pledge to do everything possible to make your bathroom or kitchen renovation experience the best it can possibly be, and they swear by it. Biourban.com.au. 6 o'clock news time.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow, 16. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. A state of emergency has been declared in Venezuela after 2 massive earthquakes in less than a minute. The back-to-back quakes measuring 7.5 and 7.2. They're the biggest to hit the country in more than a century. Over 30 people have been killed, but the death toll is expected to be in the tens of thousands. The US is deploying rescue teams and aid. A breakthrough in the nurses' dispute. The union is encouraging members to accept a revised 16% pay offer from the state government over 3 years. It also includes a range of industrial improvements and protections. The union's Elizabeth DeBars says the final decision lies with members.
But after more than a year of negotiations, we have recommended that agreement for endorsement by members, but ultimately it is and can only be a decision of theirs.
There are plenty of questions about catching bird flu after the deadly strain arrived in SA. Chief Public Health Officer Professor Nicholas Spurrier says it is possible for humans to catch it, but you have to be very close contact with an infected bird.
You can only catch avian flu by direct contact with a dead or infected bird. Please keep going out to the beach. Go and enjoy the outdoors and the nature in South Australia. It's beautiful. But just avoid going up and touching any sort of dead marine life or in this case, birds.
The opposition claims the Albanese government has opened the door to Islamic extremism in Australia. A woman with links to Islamic State will be able to leave Syria and return home after being away for around a decade. The woman had been subject to a temporary exclusion order, but that has since been revoked. Liberal leader Angus Taylor has told Parliament the government should not have given her a permit to come back.
It chose to do nothing. Worse, it flung open the door and rolled out the red carpet. Deputy Speaker, this government has deliberately turned a blind eye to Islamist extremism in this country. It is showing utter disdain to the safety of hard-working Australians.
Australia's highest paid Premier has received a pay rise. Jordan Tunbridge has more from Melbourne.
Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen's annual pay packet has climbed beyond $530,000. It comes after the state's Remuneration Tribunal approved a 3.5% increase for MPs. In its decision, the tribunal cited inflation and cost of living pressures while describing the increase as a restrained outcome. The pay rise comes as Victoria's net debt is forecast to approach $200 billion within 4 years.
Today is Global Beatles Day. It's celebrated on June the 25th because on this day in 1967, the Fab Four's performance of All You Need Is Love was broadcast worldwide.
All you need is love. All you need is love. True love. Love is all you need.
Now turning to 5AA sport, the teams are in for Showdown 60 on Saturday night. Ollie Wines returns to the Powers 23 after being rested last week. Also in, Jacob Ware, Brandon Zirk-Thatcher, Dante Vicentini and Mitch Zaddo. Adelaide have made 2 changes ahead of the local derby. Josh Worrell and Isaac Cumming return to the lineup after overcoming a virus and an injury respectively. Wayne Millerer will miss the game due to hamstring tightness. Crows assistant coach Mick Godden has told Rowey and Timmy G showdowns are a big deal.
It's obviously what South Australia stops for, and both sides, Port and the Crows side, we just love it, and it hasn't lost it, has it, over the years? It continues to drive some really good conversations at people's workplaces, and someone gets to brag on Saturday night and the other one doesn't, so it's good fun.
Round 16 in the AFL gets underway tonight. It's the Lions v the Swans at the Gabba. The game will be live on 5AA. And Socceroos defender Jacob Italiano has been ruled out of tomorrow's final World Cup group stage clash with Paraguay due to an adductor injury. The game will be played in Santa Clara. Kickoff is at 11:30am SA time. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Rancid delays tonight with a burst water main at Broadview. So on Hampstead Road near Muller Road, if you can, try Main North Road to avoid that tonight because they are just foul. You'll be there forever. Crash look out for at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Peachy Road, and a breakdown at Crayfus West, the freeway down track near the tunnels. Redefine Aged Care this Saturday, the R-Care Aged Care Open Day. 10am to 2pm, you'll find R-Care located at 28 King George Avenue, Hove. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 8 tonight, partly cloudy, tomorrow 16, Saturday partly cloudy 17, Sunday cloudy 17. Right now it is 12 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack of a Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
The Mazda end of financial year event is on now.
Are you ready for this?
Get a great deal and immediate delivery on select dual cab and single cab Mazda BT50s. Don't miss out. Ends June 30.
As a South Aussie-based not-for-profit health insurer, Health Partners isn't just your health partner. We're your tooth-checking partner, hammy-stretching partner, chart-squinting partner. We're your bone-mending, script-filling, arch-lifting, giving, salad-suggesting, generous limit-giving, member-supporting, SA-loving partner. So for great value health cover, there's no better partner in health than Health Partners. Health insurance made human.
Renovating your bathroom, kitchen or laundry is exciting. It's the bit after that's annoying. Cleaning and scrubbing mould out of grout. Well, if you choose Mr. Wet Wall now instead of tiles, you'll have a lot less to do later. With Mr. Wet Wall, there's no grout, just a stunning, smooth surface that's stylish and 100% waterproof. It's quicker to install, so it costs less, and there's zero mess. So why wouldn't you? Mr. Wet Wall. MrWetWall.com.
Oh, Toop and Toop, they've nailed it again. They've just been named Australia's #1 large residential agency of the year at the Real Estate Institute of Australian National Awards in Melbourne. How good's that? Salute to you.
Yeah, well played. But it's also a great win for the entire team and a reflection of more than 40 years spent helping their clients navigate some of the life's biggest property decisions. And they do it with trusted advice, strategic expertise and exceptional results.
Their experience says everything. They just get results. Bronte wanted us to say that as a family-owned independent agency, which they are, he is incredibly grateful to their clients and community for placing their trust in a great brand since 1985, Toop and Toop.
Yeah, head to toop.com.au to see how they can help you get the best result.
If you're a gardener, then you know the first place you want to be is in your garden. The second is a garden grove, sipping a really good coffee while you tuck into a scrumptious breakfast. Or sipping a glass of wine and chatting over the chef's special. Because the thing about Garden Grove is, it's not just the garden centre that's amazing. So is the cafe.
Garden Grove, the garden that I want.
gardengrove.com.au. Golden Grove.
Antique spoons, envelope glue, moss. Men would rather talk about almost anything other than their prostate. Competitive cheese rolling, macrame. That's why Men's Fruit Chocks has partnered with the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia, with $1 from every limited edition blue pack sold, helping support prostate cancer awareness, research and life-saving conversations. Folk dancing, dishwashing tablets. Because prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in Australia. But detected early, the chances of successful treatment are extremely high. And these days, checking your prostate health can start with a simple blood test, not the other test everyone worries about. Those starters, lint rolling. The truth is, most men avoid the conversation, but talking about it with your GP, your mates, your dad, your brother could save your life. So talk about whatever you want. Just make sure one of those conversations is about your prostate health. Look for the limited edition blue pack Fruit Chocks today. Ecology charts, chickpeas, garden. Buy the pack, have the chat, enjoy your Fruit Chocks.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Great to have you with us at 9 minutes after 6. South Australian and Major League Baseballer Curtis Mead is going to join us very, very soon ahead of Thursday Night Football on 5AA. It's the Swans and Lions, another big top 8 clash up at the Gabba tonight. And Errol Goulden is back after 3 months out, which is fantastic for the Crows and Power for Showdown. Teams dropped, all thanks to Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years. It's coming and Worrell back in for the Crows. It's the expense of Miller and Murray, and 5 changes for Port Adelaide, which includes Ollie Wines coming back in, Zirk Thatcher with Visentini, Ware and Zatto, and out goes Radagalier and McKinlay with injury. Harrison Ram is omitted, same for Tom Cochrane and Todd Marshall. Let's get to our next guest.
Today it's going to be a victory, a second one for the Penrite Grove driver, and the South Australian wins the Darwin Triple Crown.
Well, the Supercar's newest young star, he certainly is that. He made a statement. Kai Allen, he took a dominant win in Saturday's 200-kilometre race at the better Darwin Triple Crown. He joins us now. Kai, congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it wasn't about that. It's about this. Happy birthday to you.
No, thank you, mate. It's good. Yeah, got the 21st tomorrow, so look out.
That's incredible.
It's going to be good.
21. You're just a puppy,
old,
mate.
Getting old.
That's it. I mean, in my adult years, I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah,
you
mate.
poor
Exciting.
Well, in America, you can start necking a few tubes. So
that's it.
Yeah. Hey, your second victory in supercars, and you love Hidden Valley. What's it? 4 podiums in 5 races.
Yeah, it's pretty good, mate. Obviously, to get that win on Saturday was pretty special, and yeah, I don't know. Darwin and I we gel. Rocked up last year and then got 2 podiums out of 3 races, and then got 2 podiums out of 3 races back this year. So something about the place. I think it's just the way it flows, the track, the braking techniques, just my style. We gel, and the Penrite racing cars are super fast around there. So I'm loving it, mate, up there. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, to be honest, just the team's working so well together. We've really found our mojo, and yeah, we're just trucking along. So it's bloody good to get some good results up there.
Where's the team sit on the pecking ladder for the premiership?
At the moment, we're first. We just picked over first in the race on Saturday. So, due to Maddie and I having a good weekend, we've picked off 888, which is pretty remarkable. So, it's only the early days though. We can't get too excited. We've still got a lot of hard work to do, and knowing 888 they'll come back fighting after still a very decent weekend, but not to what they expect. So, we'll see how we go. We've still got a few rounds left in the Sprint Cup before we start getting into the Enduros and finals. So we're just going to be eyes forward and keep working hard, mate.
Good on you.
congratulations once again on turning 21 tomorrow, I believe, Kai. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it, mate. The 26th of June. So that's tomorrow. It's my birthday. Still got a bit of stuff to do, but I'm sure I'll catch up with some family and friends and enjoy it.
Yeah. So when you were a young
21 once. So.
Yeah, when you're a young fella growing up, did you sort of think to yourself, I'll be spending my 21st birthday as a supercar driver? I mean, that's a fair achievement by this age.
100%, mate. It was didn't expect to be in supercars and going as well as I am. I'm very, very grateful for the opportunities I've got, and got such a good team around me, so I'm able to do what I do. But at the same time, mate, I think I've made little 8-year-old Kai very, very proud. So you got to see, my older self now where I am, and still got a lot to do and a lot of goals to tick off. But I think I'm very grateful for where I am, and definitely made my family proud as well. So. Yeah, got to reflect and look back on the journey and enjoy this 21st, because, like I mentioned, I only have one 21st once. So, sort of look to how I got here, and then how I can improve to when I'm 50. That's my goal. See what else I can do.
Yeah. Now you obviously like the Darwin event. It suits you. Do other drivers like it? And what about conditions? Are the cooling suits sort of working overtime or not?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think it just suits my driving. It's sort of a weird track. It has a lot of quirks to it. Sorry, and you see that the heat plays a big role in the setup of the car. The fitness of the drivers is really key to make sure you're really fit. But to be honest, the cooling systems in our car were really good on the weekend. I know that some of the guys have been having issues, but we rolled out really good. Cars were cool. Drink systems were working up to scratch. So. We just, it is very hot when you're rolling around the pits, but when you get in the car, it almost feels quite nice, and you can sort of relax and just enjoy some cold stuff around you. But it still does get hot. The right foot was getting a bit burnt from the pedal box was getting extremely hot. But other than that, we're all good. So
Townsville next July 10th and 12th. How do you enjoy that track?
Yeah, that's another good one, mate. Obviously had a bit of a struggle there last year and just couldn't quite get the car in the window I wanted, and was driving a little bit questionable here and there. So we'll tune that up. I'll work out what I need to do around Townsville. But in my Super 2 days, I really love the track. It's such a cool, fast-flowing street track. It's got some cool curbs, and it's quite physical around there too. So we'll do a bit of homework in the next couple of weeks, get ready for Townsville, head up there and have another crack. So I'm really pumped and looking forward to that.
Would it be similar to Darwin, like weather-wise? It's probably a nice clear heat this time of year and the like. So will you sort of have similar conditions, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Darwin's always very hot, and Townsville can be. But the last couple of years, it's been just beautiful weather. It's been in the mid-20s, sun shining.
That's nice.
The perfect warm wear. Darwin's that little bit muggy, a little bit hot. You're sort of on the verge of, it's not very comfortable rolling around, and you're sort of looking for some air conditioning, where Townsville's great. It's just that bit more balmy, nice, beautiful, perfect weather. So hopefully, fingers crossed this year it's not too hot and stays dry, because it can be wet up there. But yeah, it's a cool track. It's very different as a style track to Darwin. So we'll need to change the cars a little bit, change some driving style. But at the end of the day, it's an awesome track, awesome event. Get heaps of fans there, but, just the weather turns it on. So looking forward to getting up there. And, back in Melbourne and Mount Gambier actually at the moment. Over the last couple of days, I've been absolutely freezing in 9-degree weather. So I'm pumped to get up and defrost again.
The Mount's okay for a little while, but then,
That's exactly right. Then, you start getting icicles on your fingers.
Well, that's home.
Exactly. So
the old Blue Lake.
You're fifth in the standings at the moment, chasing some big names too. So it's a nice I would expect to say have those names in front of you and something to aim at, because they're all champions in their own right.
Yeah, 100%. It's been an amazing year so far, the way the Supercars Championship's been playing out, and a lot of the guys have been, had a lot of bad luck, including myself. So I think it's awesome to see that the championship's so tight. The top 5 were, I think, within, just under 300 points, which can be a couple race wins, and someone has a bad race. So it's really exciting coming into the pointy end of the Sprint Championship. Adds a bit of sort of unknown onto who's going to get that. We saw Brock Feeney last year just run away with it. So now it's cool going into the Enduros. There's a bit more pressure on the teams, the drivers, the co-drivers, to make sure they're up to scratch. Then when it becomes final time, we're in it to win it, and we'll have an absolute crack. So yeah, it's been really cool. I've sort of coming to this year with not very many expectations, and then rolling out fifth already in the championship with a lot of room to improve is very exciting. So,
well done.
Yeah, like I said, grateful to be in this position. We'll keep fighting.
Yeah, well done, Kai. Congratulations, your second win of many to follow. Happy 21st for tomorrow, and we'll see you in Adelaide, hopefully, for the grand final.
Just before you do go, Kai, I've been told you got a bit of a Tirana fetish. Any truth?
Yeah. I got Dad's got an 809X Tirana, which we're actually doing some filming today with supercars, which is cool, down in Mount Gambier. So Dad's got his black 809X Tirana, and I've got my LC GTR Tirana. I've actually, yesterday, believe it or not, I finished my HQ Ute. So I've got some Holdens at home. I need to get a Ford. Yep. But yeah, I got a HQ Ute, 350 Chev, all the bits, full nut and bolt restoration. So she's up and running now. Took her a bit of drive with Dad before and scared myself. So I'll just only use after now one.
I'd give
She's
you
a bit
anything
fiery, the old 350.
for that.
Yeah, got to hang on to her. It's a bit light.
Take it out the back and put 2 ton of melly roots in the back of it and fang around.
That's exactly right. The old farm Ute. So, it's awesome. Yeah,
good on you.
Take no notice of him, but enjoy, mate. Enjoy your 21st and all the best up in Townsville.
Awesome. Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me on. Have a good night.
Well done.
Kai Allen, supercar driver, fifth in the standings at the moment. His team, Penrite, are in the lead as far as the championship goes.
He is the next big thing. Trust me.
He's amazing for his age. Incredible.
About to turn 21. He's already won 2 races in supercars. It's just fantastic for a South Aussie. 19 after 6 on this Thursday night. Next, speaking of another South Aussie doing great things, we're going to head to the US. The Washington Nationals have a young Adelaide lad who we've spoken to many times, Curtis Mead, playing in the MLB. He'll join us next.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. It's showdown time again in Adelaide as the 2 SA clubs go to war. Catch all the action live on 5AA. Thanks to Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years.
Stuff it, Barry. We're going to Liechtenstein.
With first month storage for just $1 at Storage King, Bev and Barry can finally go travel.
Hold on tight, Barry!
Stuff it. Live more. Visit Storage King today. Conditions apply.
Hi, it's Wayne Phillips from Geely Ranella. With the price of fuel, now is the best time to jump into a feature-packed Geely with red-hot end-of-financial-year offers, like 0.88% finance with no deposit for a 36-month term across the Geely range. T's and C's apply. Choose from electric or hybrid models including the EX SUV Extended Range and Star Race Super Hybrid with amazing quality. So, if you're looking at electric or hybrid, check out the Geely range before doing anything. Take one for an extended test drive today at Wayne Phillips' Geely Ranella.
It's the sale of the year, and it's at Derringer's Music. Now, if you're starting out or you're getting back into playing or you're gigging every week, Derringer's end of financial year sale is the perfect excuse to stop thinking about it and start making some noise.
Yeah, you can't go past Yamaha for quality guitars, basses, amplifiers, drums, pianos, synthesizers, pro audio, all on sale at Derringer's Music.
Yeah, so if you've been putting off a new guitar, upgrading the home studio, sorting the PA, or finally getting the kids into the music, well, this is the time and the sign before June 30 rolls out.
It is. It's the perfect time. It's always a good time for Derringer's. It might be the reason you start playing again, and if it's not already discounted, just ask for a deal. Derringer's know music. Derringer's do the deals. You do the playing. Think music, think Derringer's. And Yamaha, your local support act, derringers.com.au.
Great things begin with the right space. A space to work, a space to store, a space to create. Right now, build the space you've always wanted with Olympic Industries sheds, garages and outdoor storage designed for Australian lifestyles. Visit one of Olympic Industries' inspiration centres today and bring your space to life. Start something with the Olympic Industries sale. On now.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Natasha from Go Vita Fairview Green. Try Best of the Bone grass-fed broth concentrate. Slow-cooked 48 hours from 100% grass-fed beef bones. Supports gut health, joints, skin and recovery. 390 grams, save 20%, now just $26.40.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Fact 1. About 70% of your immune system starts in the gut. Fact 2. More immunity supports less sick days. Fact 3. You can help activate your immunity by supporting the gut immune connection with Blackmore's new Gut Immune Biotic, combining high-strength vitamin C, zinc and clinically trialled Wellmune Postbiotic. Support healthy gastrointestinal immune function with Blackmore's Gut Immune Biotic. Activate your immunity. Visit blackmores.com.au to find out more. Always read the label and follow directions for use.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
At 23 minutes after 6, we have got your tickets to 5AA's Ultimate Friday Knockoffs at the Beer and Barbecue Festival. It's on Friday, the 10th of July, and you'll get tickets for you and a mate to our VIP area. We'll chuck in some beers and barbecue food, which is just delicious as well. 8223 0055. If you'd like to go, call in now and we'll get you those tickets. Brought to you by Adelaide Beer and Barbecue Festival. It is back and now at the Drive in the city. Tickets as well from beerbarbecuefest.com.au.
Well, former star Adelaide Giants Jr., now Major League Baseballer with the Washington Nationals. He's their third baseman. We speak of Curtis Mead. We love him. Curtis, welcome.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Now, congratulations in order on a number of fronts. Did you have a baby shower the other day?
We did, mate. We did. Baby boy coming in August. So.
Oh, my God. Jeez, it's all happening for you, mate.
It is. It is.
Now, you've found your team and groove, I reckon. Now, what's it been, 3 Major League Baseball teams in, the last 8 months? You're caning them out there with the Nationals.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 12 months for me, but, yeah, I was really enjoying my time here in Washington and, just kind of gelling with the coaches and the players really well, so it's been super fun.
Hey, Curtis, you can now concentrate on playing and performing, which you're certainly doing that. You feel like you don't have to prove your self-worth to the team like you have before.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. They played under the manager actually in the minor leagues with the Rays. And, one of the first things that he said to me when I came to Washington was, that he knew I was a great player and I didn't need to prove anything to him. And, I could just go out there and be myself. So, that definitely helped, hearing that from day one and just kind of settling in, which was nice.
Well, Curtis, just on that, last time we spoke to you, you were at the Tampa Bay Rays, but it's part of this MLB life, isn't it? Tampa Bay Rays, short time at the Chicago White Sox, now with the Washington Nationals. Can you give us a bit of an insight for us plebs here in Adelaide that just leave these normal, ordinary lives and drive 20 minutes everywhere? Can you give us an idea of the day in the life of a Major League Baseballer?
Yeah, it's crazy. My wife and I were preparing kind of all off season and all spring training to be in Chicago. We had a lease set up, ready to go in Chicago. And then, just after opening day, found out I wasn't going to be there anymore. So, we were in Chicago, hadn't moved into our place yet, had to panic and cancel our lease. And then, up and move to Washington the next day and, meet the team and then kind of scramble to find another place to live there. So it was a chaotic month. And, I thank my wife for kind of handling all of that stuff for us.
You seem to have your focus when you're playing game day, which is awesome, and you're doing a great job at it. 12 home runs. I mean, that must feel pretty good in itself, but have you got a favourite one so far? One that really was, just tickled your fancy?
Actually, so as of right now, tonight's game hit my 13th, and that was a pinch hit home run. So that might be my favorite, the one tonight, just kind of coming in a big situation and giving our team the lead.
Well, how important is that? Because it was a nasty one yesterday with the I think it was the last innings. They got 8 runs when we I reckon you had them 2 out at one stage or something. So that would have been a nasty one last night. But to make up for it today with that, it's any wonder it's your favourite.
I know, exactly. Yeah, it's a challenging long season. You lose a bunch of close ones, and you really just got to flush it and move on and be ready to go tomorrow.
We spoke to one of the guys that come from the Phillies and plays at the Adelaide Giants, and he was their catcher, and he was a terrific bloke, and he said that you've got to have a memory of a goldfish in baseball because there's so many moments, so many games, so many innings. You just got to move on. Is that an analogy that's used over the whole baseball fraternity?
Yeah, totally. You know, I mean, you have so many opportunities throughout the season, and with games being on back-to-back days, obviously, you know, you can't really dwell on a bad game, and you know, you just got to prepare each game like it's a new one, and just be ready to go.
And you said about your coach and the like, he was at Tampa Bay with you, and did that give you a little, maybe a feeling of confidence, because you seem to be playing a lot more confident at this level now?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's probably something that I'd struggled with, you know, in the big leagues, just kind of really getting settled in and, you know, being comfortable with the coaching staff and that sort of thing. So, yeah, being with Blake's been awesome for me. You know, he's just such a good communicator, and, you know, always know where you're at with him. And, you know, he just does an awesome job. And, you know, everyone on our team really appreciates him.
How many Aussies are floating around? I believe there's a young fella, Travis Paisana, is it, that's in the major leagues at the moment. Do you run across these guys very often? Because you play a lot of games. Do you ever get to see any of the other Aussies?
Yeah, so I think it was in May. Me and Travis played each other. You know, he's doing awesome. It was great to catch up with him. And we actually have one other guy, actually, Brandon Bidwell, who's with the Pirates.
Right.
You know, and he debuted this year, and he's been doing awesome as well. So hopefully I'll get to see him later in the year.
Is there that little bit of camaraderie of, g'day, mate, you know, bit of Vegemite, you know, beauty? Is there a bit of that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's definitely a tight-knit community. You know, I think as of right now, I think 40 guys have played in the major leagues from Australia. So, you know, it's definitely a small community, and, you know, we make an effort to kind of catch up when we can.
Do you get much chance to get home? I know your dad was a baseballer for the Giants as well. Did they, you know, do your parents get over a lot and get to see you? How much interaction do you get?
Yeah, so mom and dad are actually coming over in July in a couple weeks, which will be nice. They're going to be here for about a month. And, yeah, no, I spend the majority of the off-season back home in Adelaide, actually. So usually November, December, and January I get home for the summer and enjoy the weather.
Oh, excellent. And no doubt you would have picked up that we won the Clarkson Shield again.
That's right, mate. That's right.
and the boys, I'm not sure if Geordie McArdle's let go of it yet or not, but he's quite a character, the skipper, isn't he?
He is, yeah, he sure is. No, he's still ticking along nicely. He'll be back next year. So, you know, he does an awesome job of leading the group. So it's fun to watch him play.
Beautiful. Well, you're about halfway through the season by the looks of it. You've still got plenty to go. But what's next for you guys after the Phillies?
We head to Baltimore this weekend. So head to Baltimore and then on to Boston and then back home. We have an All-Star break in the middle of July, so we get 4 days off.
Right.
So try not to look forward to that too much, but that'll be nice to just kind of rest and relax and gear up for the second half.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, isn't it? The amount of games and the concentration you've got to have for all that time is just amazing. So we're very proud of you, mate. You're doing a terrific job over there. Everybody back home keeps an eye on you. A mate of mine, he actually gave me the tip-off. He said, hey, get on to Curtis. He's going really well. So that's the sort of it's great. It's awesome, isn't it? And he's just he was connected with the Port Adelaide Baseball Club. It doesn't matter. Everybody's very proud of you back home, mate.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. That's cool to hear.
And all the best with the upcoming birth. You'll have more than a celebration, I'm sure. Hopefully it's right on that 4-day break for you, mate. So all the best with the impending birth and all the best with the rest of the season.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for taking the time to catch up.
Excellent stuff. Curtis Mead, our guest, doing wonderful things with the Washington Nationals. Like he said, only 40 Australians ever to play at the Major League Baseball level. So we seem to be infiltrating. There'll be more from here, and he's a trailblazer for us. Curtis Mead, our guest.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Interaction our next guest had with a bird on the FIVEAA Peninsula. David Penberthy.